Hello! And welcome to episode 34 of Shadow of the Abyss. My name is Alan. I'll be your shadow keeper for the evening.
Is there an episode where you did not tell him what episode it was?
No, yeah, the last
Number one.
The first one.
Number
The
one.
first
Yeah, okay.
Probably the first three.
Yeah, that makes sense.
We are pretty much getting towards the last one of the last main arcs of this campaign. It's been a really great time, and I can't wait to get into it. But let's introduce our players.
Speak for yourself. My character died.
I'm Steve, and I'm playing. I think mostly I'm playing Ivar Lund. I might play Hjalmar, but probably not this session.
Isn't he kind of done? Like he's useless now with the disadvantage.
Some time has passed. He might have adjusted to the loss of his eye.
Oh yeah.
But when we ended the last session, it seemed like I'm playing Ivar this time.
Yuri.
Oh, Yuri.
And round of applause for Yuri.
Yuri.
We miss you.
There's nothing to eat tonight.
I miss his cookies.
Yeah.
All right. Well, on that note, hi, I'm Sarah, and I'm playing probably Aki, I assume. We're all back to our main cast characters, right?
That seems like that's where we ended.
Yes.
But we'll see what happens. There's gonna be some surprises.
I have quick
We'll
buttons
see.
to change the name text.
Yeah.
All right.
Mine
cool.
too.
Yeah, I do actually.
Right?
Yeah, been there the whole time.
I'm Matt, and I'm playing Rogar Flankvar, the priest, half-orc, purple half-orc.
He's actually down a character.
I am down one character. May Dirk rest in peace. He died
Gave his
heroically.
life for the Sea Wolf
Yeah.
and for Wolfa, his non-romantic partner.
And Wolfa almost went down too.
We all were down
Almost.
in
Yeah,
that
we all
fight.
went
That was a
down.
rough battle.
Yeah.
Yeah, we were close.
Which was crazy because you guys keep on finding these ways to take down these really tough bosses
Welcome
Without-
to
Much to Alan's disappointment.
without having to actually hurt them. Like you took down the Beholder with the vampire potion.
we still want more of those, by the way.
We would have hurt that guy if he'd hung out for one more round. He'd be dead.
He had full HP.
He had 1 HP when he left.
That's right.
Oh, this guy.
Yeah, he came
I
out
was
with
talking
one
about. I was
HP.
talking about the collector.
Oh, the collector. Yeah, we fucked up the collector hardcore. But to be fair, we also dropped in that fight. It's not like it was easy.
No.
So, yeah.
I miss Dirk.
Yeah.
Miss Dirk too. We're all gonna miss Dirk. I like Dirk more now that he's dead than I did when he was alive.
No,
He's
I
quieter.
like Dirk.
Kind of
He's
like
a good
Barry
character.
Yeah. It's funny
But
how
it's-
your throwaway characters end up being fun.
But that's the risk. No character is completely safe in my games, which is how I like to play it.
I'm the only GM who ever
And
no one else kills
it's never
characters but me.
scripted.
What's
It's
up,
never.
Metro?
Hey.
But
Brown Coyote.
before I want to get into what happened last time, I do want to let Steve do his announcements, unless you want me to do.
No, I got it. I was just adjusting your camera because you were crooked.
And
Yeah, so.
that's him personally. He's crooked.
What's that?
He's crooked. It's off camera.
No, I'm not.
He's a criminal. So
Yeah.
yeah, I see what you mean.
Only in game.
I'm going to skip this song that's playing because I'm really tired of it.
Yeah.
So,
Spanish village music.
yes. You keep saying it's Spanish. It's not Spanish.
I think it's Spanish.
It has that vibe.
Your mom's Spanish.
She is Spanish.
No, she's Colombian.
Which is a form of Spanish.
No, it isn't. Spanish is from Spain.
So Hispanic.
Let's arm wrestle.
Right now.
So, no, if you don't know this channel, this is Shadows of Archonia, where we
escalated
play
fast.
all
Yeah, I know, I was
sorts
gonna
of
say,
tabletop
that
role-playing
is
games. On Friday nights like tonight, we do ongoing campaigns here at this in-person table in the living room, or no, the dining room of my house. It's also so many other things. It's
Do
like,
you still eat dinner here?
yeah, we do. We
Oh,
put we put the boards on there and we eat here.
Yes.
And it's also Sarah's office. It's her desk here, and it's a lot. It's our house, so that's why everything has to be.
I
Covered.
still like the guys who said that we look like we're in the Stranger Things.
Yeah,
basement.
some guys rated us once and said we looked like a legit Stranger
Yeah, do
Things
that.
basement.
You gotta do that.
Dude,
Candy
is there a
Dust.
Stranger Things board game?
Probably.
tabletop RPG.
Is that Stranger
There was a
Things
Stranger
D&D?
Things
There's Stranger
D&D
Things. There's a
edition,
starter
yeah.
set for D&D that is Stranger Things branded.
I will build the lights, the little Christmas lights with the letters, and like combine
Where?
if we do
Not
that.
in our
On
house.
Monday nights, we have a whole other show called Tales from the Backlog,
Which is where
You
we
can
would play
build
that,
that
Stranger Things
in
game.
your house.
where
Yeah,
we try
I'm
out many
sure.
different tabletop role-playing games in short 1 to 3 episode stories. Usually that is run remote, so that we can include players from around the globe rotating in and out. However, currently we're playing that in person as well, because we're doing 10 Candles. We're between episodes 1 and 2 of what turned out to be a 2-session 10 Candles game run by our good friend Lisa, aka Dungeon Matron, with myself, Alan, and our friend Edward as players. That's a fun one. If you've heard me recently talking about how I'm going to be running Night Core on Mondays, be aware that is now 1 session instead of 2, because the 10 Candles game ran into 2. So I canceled one of my Night Core sessions. Through no fault of anyone's except the dice, because the thing was...
The dice tells the story.
Yeah,
We
in
were
10
just-
Candles, the scene doesn't end until you fail a roll. And we were just winning all day long.
I was like,
Like the
succeed.
The first and most basic rule of 10 Candles is everyone dies at the end, no matter what. That's like the premise of the game. We kept living. So
I bet Ross would love that game.
we're getting 2 sessions. Yeah. Anyway, after that, we've got my Night Core game for 1 session. And then Christian Bynum is running another game for us
Ooh, Christian.
called something about kobolds. Kobolds ate my baby or something.
What?
Yeah, it was
Kobolds
the
ate my
Dingo
baby.
It was
Yeah,
kobolds,
I still got to read that one.
Wait, is that real?
Yeah, that's the name of the game.
yeah.
He's got a shirt of it and everything. Yeah.
dark.
So we'll be running that at the end of the month. After which, there's nothing scheduled, but I think very soon we're going to be having DM Scotty back to
Woo!
run some more Easy D6.
Hell yeah.
And unlike previous sessions, it will not be on a Thursday, which until now has been the only time we can get him. His schedule has changed, and we're going to actually have him on a regular Monday night at some point soon.
Yeah.
So that'll be fun. If you like the kind of stuff I'm talking about, please come join our Discord. You can talk to us, hang out with us in there. We're all in there on a daily basis. As a group, we're all in there on a daily basis, and you can. We're all in there, and daily, at least one of us is in there. You can come talk to us in there, as well as various people from the Monday night rotation and other viewers as well, and some people that I'm pretty sure have never seen the show but just like to talk.
Yep.
You can come through and talk to them, and we also have a Patreon if you really like the kind of thing that we do and want to help support it. For as little as $1 a month, you gain access to our pregame shows, which we record for 15 minutes every time we're about to go live. And it's just whatever we're talking about anyway. Today we talked about The Sentinel on UPN.
That was one of
So
many
technically, I
conversations.
think that
Yeah.
conversation happened between
That was
the
the most
pregame
exciting part of it.
and that was yes,
Yeah.
that was
Was it between? I thought it
It
was
was between
during.
because I didn't think it happened until after the camera was
Okay,
on.
maybe
we talked
did
about
talk
our tabletop
We'll
RPG
talk about
too.
the Sentinel.
We talked
next
about
week.
games. We
We
talked about
talked
games.
about
We talked-
games.
I thought we were on to
rules
talking about
light.
DCC before we
We
ended.
were
it, but
mostly
yeah.
talking about what kind of gamer you are, whether you like rules light or heavy.
Yeah.
Yep.
But
Anyway, yeah, pregame, we record whatever we're talking about for those last 15 minutes. On nights when we're playing a new game and no one knows the game, obviously, we're talking about the game, trying to learn it. On nights like tonight, when we're very familiar with what we're doing, we talk about whatever the fuck we would be talking about anyway. So it's kind of when we're not on, and that's what the pregame is for. But really, if you want to join us on Patreon, it is for the satisfaction of knowing that you're helping support the channel. And recently, our Patreon has grown to the point where I am not just breaking even on the music license, as I've said before, but I'm actually getting like a few bucks more a month.
Yay.
So that's good. Thanks, everyone. And we'll see you in the Discord and on the Patreon. And now, over to you, sir.
All right. So, does anyone know what happened last time? A brief
No.
summary
Yes.
of the end.
I know what happened last time. Dirk died.
Dirk died.
And that's
Yep.
all that mattered.
That is all
So-
that matters. The game's over.
Yeah.
That's it. One of the
So
main
I
characters
lost my
died.
will to fight.
Last time on Shao, Dark.
Sorry, I just want to call out that Carlos knows the Sentinel, and that makes him rock even
Hell
harder
yeah.
than ever before.
Carlos
All
is
right.
awesome. I also love that he said 2 sessions of 10 candles because everyone failed to die. It's just-
So
Sorry, go ahead.
last time on Shadow of the Abyss, episode 33, there was this. It was a pretty hectic episode because there was Party A and Party B. Party B was fighting this one of the Wild Hunt Knights, and they were able to defeat it, but at the sacrifice of. Well, they were able to push it away at the sacrifice.
He
of
was
Dirk.
defeated. That guy ran.
But
running
they
in
were
his law.
but after that battle, they were heavily wounded. Wolfa went down like 2 or 3 times.
Twice, yeah.
Twice. I think Kiramar also went down.
I went down, I think, only once.
But she lost
And
nine.
Dirk went down, dead. And it was a crazy battle. And during that time, the original group was in the ferry trying to discern what they would do to get back home quickly because they didn't want to lose too much time. So they pretty much negotiated with Lady Snowfall in the ferry, and Lady Snowfall agreed to help, but at the cost of a lot of
Or
gold and items in order to give a trade to this.
I give up my vampire potion.
Yeah,
I gave up my armor of the
and
Ophidian.
this was all to help you get back more quickly than Ivar having to wait a whole day to cast a spell, if he was able to cast that spell again.
Yeah.
So basically, Lady Snowfall's husband took you to a tree, which you deposited the gold into. You fell into it, and this kind of like walled
Crush from
Turtle.
Emo.
serpent took you all the way back, and you guys came out. What was it, like a mile and a half away from the keep? And we left off on this big revelation that on your way back to the keep, you saw this huge tree growing out from the center of the keep, towering over the keep, maybe a good 4 or 5 stories high above the keep. And this weird, like, golden / green glow just surrounding the whole keep now from far away as you're walking up. And and you guys don't know how much time has passed either, because it feels like time has passed. And also, the entire land around the keep, there's salt now.
Salt. That's
Yeah,
Right.
salt.
Salt.
So across the entire
Hate
land,
salt.
there's just, it looks like snow, but it's actually salt on the floor. Just everywhere.
Salt's actually very useful in olden times, but not to
Used
the
to be.
extent that we want it to be the ground.
So
Yeah.
you guys don't know what really happened. You guys don't know the full details. So you're walking up, and what do? You see the keep.
Clarification. It is, other than the glow around the tree, it's still totally dark, right?
Yeah, still totally dark.
So do
The
we
only-
even see stars?
Does the
Not really.
glow feel like it's coming from the keep?
It's coming from the tree. So
The
the
tree.
tree,
Oh,
so the
from the
tree is
tree
like
itself.
illuminating
Because of
the.
the
So the tree is like illuminating the keep,
what's
but there's also like this vague like dome surrounding the keep.
You sent me an
Archonia.
Elden Ring screenshot
Yeah.
of the glowing tree.
If we can show the thumbnail of the. Of
I
the
can
episode.
show it, but it'll kill our mics.
Really?
Yeah, because that was just set up for the,
All right. Well, we can show it just for
the
the
thumbnail. All right, I'll show it for a second. Here we go.
I'm just telling you.
Oh, hey, we're back.
So
Hey,
that's
we're back.
that's
So
how
that's
it
the
looks
tree.
like. There's the tree
Okay.
coming out from the keep. So you got a better visual. And you're walking up, and as you walk up, you see people you haven't seen before, kind of hanging out outside the keep.
We haven't seen before. What do they look like?
They just look like average peasants, but they don't look like anyone you've known from the keep.
Are they human?
Yeah, some they're mostly human. maybe a few
Dwarfs,
dwarves,
halflings, elves.
halflings probably.
Okay.
Do you-
Are they just sort of randomly milling, or are they
So-
like
so-
staring, like,
Are
are
they
they
waiting
sort of
in line?
hypnotized?
Yeah, so they're all kind of like kneeling outside the
Figured.
keep, and they're all kind of like looking at the tree.
So
Oh.
their
As you-
backs
as-
are
as-
to us.
as- yeah, so their backs to. Yeah.
Interesting.
But they haven't gone in the keep though. They're kind of just staying outside.
I feel like we should pick one of them and interrogate, or at least ask questions.
I think before we do anything, the three of us. Oh no, Inga! Where's Inga?
So
Yeah, what I'm
Inga
thinking.
can-
Inga hit her head when you came out of the tree, and
Okay.
she's passed out.
This girl can't catch a break.
Yeah.
Yep.
So,
So I built a makeshift like drag stretcher, and I'm dragging Inga behind me.
I mean, I was gonna say Wolf is strong enough. But,
Wolf is not
Wolf is not here.
So yeah, you guys are carrying her, but
Wolf
Wolf
is-
went on a rampage.
I was gonna say before we approach, though, we should talk about this for a second. See if we can think it
Yes.
through.
This is beyond anything I've ever seen.
Well, we turn around for a minute and we come back and it's a cult.
Well, it was already a cult in the basement. Now it's a
Yes.
cult everywhere. And this tree, I think we can all surmise, comes from Archonia, the earth
Yes, where
goddess
the
in the
tree-
basement, who turned the basement into plants and now has turned the whole keep into plants.
Yeah, I think she failed to inform us she was going to become a giant tree.
Well,
Well, I don't know if
yes.
she became it or if she just grew it. Here's my judgment as king of the sea wolves. We spent a lot of time and effort getting this keep with the express stated intention of keeping our people safe.
Yep.
Yes.
If she's still in that stone's going in the abyss. We're getting rid of it.
Hmm.
That's what I say.
I think we should.
What do you guys say?
I think that's most likely what's going to happen, but I do
Yeah.
believe we should figure out what is going on first, just in case there's something we don't know.
Yeah, I look,
Agreed. We don't have enough information, but that's exactly why I thought we should stop and talk about it before we approach and harass someone.
Aki, you gonna say?
yeah, I'm going to look around again, and there's nobody. Like, do I see any sea wolves? Like, if not in the crowd, then
No.
on the walls guarding the
Oh,
door.
yeah, you do see guards on top of the keep.
Okay.
Oh, so okay.
Are
Do they look worried or stressed? Do they seem kind of just
Well,
on
you're
guard?
kind of far away. You can't really tell, but
Okay.
it's more like they're just keeping a visual.
Alrighty.
Right now, the
Okay.
question is: do we walk up and talk to someone, or do we sneak in? That's my real question that I thought we should stop and talk about. We do know how to sneak in through the basement.
Yeah.
In my opinion, I think we part the sea and you assert yourself as king.
Yeah, I think so. I actually will walk up to one of the closest peasant, hopefully somebody kind of on the outskirts who's not terrifically, who I can kind of approach
Right.
without flagging to everybody else.
All right, yeah. You walk up to one. He's kind of surrounded by two other, like a female and like a younger girl, and he's
Okay.
just looking up, and he has his hands out like this.
And I will just lean over to this whole family group and I say, friends, how many days has it been since the sun disappeared?
No response.
How would anyone know that?
I wave my hand in front of his eyes,
So
John Cena style.
when you wave, the sunlight coming, well, the glow coming from the tree kind of covers, the shadow covers his face,
Yeah?
and you can see that his eyes are like glistening with like the glow of the tree in
Ah.
a way, and he still kind of remains motionless. But
Interesting.
But then the little girl next to him says, the little girl says to you, "Oh, did you come to see the sun tree?"
I will say yes. And just sort of casually position myself between this little girl and the tree so that I am blocking her line of sight.
She
I wanna
keeps
see-
trying to look at it like this.
Okay, well, she can't unless
your
she
wings.
gets up. Yeah. Like, what is the impact on, like, she just keeps trying, like, there's no, like, sort of, like, snapping out of it?
No, she just looks a little annoyed, and she's like,
Okay.
and she says, sorry, is there something you need?
Well, tell me about this tree. How did you know to come here?
It's like she says, this is the only light we can see. There's just pure darkness.
Where are you from?
We traveled. She kind of points in that direction, and she says, towards the north.
It's like towards our kitchen? I don't know.
No, towards the north. And she says, "Oh, we were from a small village, and we saw the light a couple of days ago, and we had to come and see it."
Okay. Well, and I sort of awkwardly pat her on the head and go back to these.
I think I'm gonna also kneel down near her. How does this light make you feel?
And she says, "Oh, it's great. I'm no longer cold. I don't feel scared." And she kind of points towards the keep, and she says, I really hope I can go inside soon."
How long have you been here?
And she says, "Oh, I'm not sure. Maybe a day or two, I think."
Have you eaten?
Yes. We've eaten,
Okay, good. What?
but they still look very skinny. Like they don't have much food.
I think I'm gonna give her also a pat on the head and thank you for answering my questions.
My name is Eliza. What's your name?
Eliza, nice to meet you. I'm Rogar. I am the priest of this castle, actually. In fact, right over there is the king of the castle.
I'm actually standing behind him with my hand behind my
It's
back,
like-
just patiently waiting.
I failed to introduce you to our king, King Ivar.
And she says, "Oh, hello."
Hello, young one. How long has it been since you saw the sun?
"Oh, I'm not sure. It feels like. I mean, you could tell. You can ask Daddy.
Have you had a birthday since you last saw the sun?
No, my birthday." She starts to think for a little bit. She says, "I think it was like 4 months ago."
Okay, that doesn't help me, but it does help me know it hasn't been a year.
Yeah, I believe we are still within the time frame of the ascension of what's her face.
Have you seen an evil, dark being come out of the ground and try to conquer the world?
No, since we've been here, we've only seen the light of the sun tree.
That's great. And how long ago did the sun tree appear to you? That you began following
from the
it here?
village. I feel like it's been at least a week.
Rough. Let's go in.
All right, Eliza, you've been a true help to us.
It's like, can I come with you?
Not yet. Well,
We're not sure whether it's safe or not, young one.
as soon as
I promise you, if you need food and rest, if I am able to assert my rulership of the keep, as is my right, then you will be allowed in for that purpose.
I do a little magic trick and pull a gold coin out of her ear type of thing and give her a gold coin as well. Thank you for
And she
your
says, "Oh, this
Your help.
is Mom's gonna be so happy."
may Loki bless you.
She's like, "Who's Loki?"
As we walk up to the keep, when we're about halfway between the people that we've spoken to and the wall, I'd like to have another conversation.
Okay.
I do want to mention one thing. As you get kind of closer to the keep door, like the large door, if you guys have high perception, but high wisdom. So at the bottom of the large door, you see what looks to be greenery coming up from underneath the door.
Figures. Yeah.
As we are moving through the crowd, I do part ways. King Ivar approaches his manor.
So again, as you're walking past all these peasants, a lot of them are just standing still. They kind of just don't even pay you mind.
Do they go all the way up to the wall, or are they at a distance?
So some of them are kind of at a distance and they're just looking to get a better view of the tree. Some of them are kind of putting their hands on the keep wall, trying to feel the warmth from
They're
here.
not being shooed away from that. Anyway,
So
yeah, you kind of walked away while we were still talking. Here's the thing. Rogar, you say that I should walk up and insert myself as king. What we're dealing with here is a goddess. And there are many who put a goddess above a king. And I don't know if I will be in danger trying to assert authority over the keep in the current circumstances.
Very wise.
I have put a lot of faith up till now in the Sea Wolves recognizing that my claim as king is as legitimate as it can be. We may now be in a situation where I have to take it.
My question is, if this Dirk fellow was supposed to be worshipping this, a priest of this, what was her name?
Artenia?
Archonia.
Then I'm surprised things have gotten out of hand.
Dirk was only one of many worshipping Artenia. There was a whole room. Dirk was favorite of Inga. I didn't particularly know him.
He seemed to look
Yes.
crazy.
Yeah, everyone in
There's-
the basement there was 20 or 30 of them down there.
That's right.
And if I understand the sequence of events, Dirk was only recent to the worship of this goddess and this aspect of his god, or his goddess, I should say.
Yeah.
To hear him telling it, he'd been worshipping her all his life, but simply didn't know her name, which
Yeah.
I
Yes.
think may have been a ploy on her part.
Yes, I was just going to say that's just because that's the. I would not assume that, you know, a goddess who has recently revealed a new aspect. I would. I don't think that it would be wise to. I don't know how much a priest new to a goddess's worship can reasonably do to contain
Fair.
or restrict. If anything, I would say it's a little. And I say this as someone new to the worship of my own goddess, and have seen Saint Teragnes's worship spread very quickly, with a goddess who is actively recruiting followers means to expand. And it looks like that's exactly what's happened.
She's definitely taking advantage of the darkness.
Yes.
So, you're thinking we should sneak in and not make a big entrance.
I'm still holding it as a possibility. At this point, I have not made any decisions. I just wanted to discuss it and put all the ideas on the table.
It seems, and I'll gesture up to the sea wolves on the wall, it seems that our people are safe, though under unusual circumstances. I still think that we should proceed to the cathedral and get back up. I don't know if I wish to confront a goddess who is clearly coming into her strength without coming into the strength of mine.
Well, confronting her is exactly what I fear. To come in
Yes.
secretly would be the reason.
But why would we come in secretly? What do we need to do? What is it that you wish to accomplish, if not to confront?
I wish to have my keep back. We went through a lot of blood, sweat, and tears to earn this place as a place of safety for the sea wolves.
Yes.
And now it appears to be a garden. For all we know, we're going to go in there and find that our people are displaced by trees.
Well, we don't. So it is a confrontation. We may be sneaking.
We don't
in.
know. For
That's-
all we know, it's a perfectly normal situation, and as soon as we walk in, everybody will be excited to see us.
Any decision we make is in the dark. Figuratively.
Yes.
and literally.
Yeah.
I think it's a 50-50.
No. I have.
Perception is important, though.
Yes, that is true. That we are not amongst our people.
Would the Sea Wolves appreciate their king sneaking in, or would they prefer to see him walk to the front door if things are all hunky-dory?
I don't know what the sea wolves would appreciate from their king. I do know what they need from their king, which is protection of themselves and their progeny. We have from day one been fighting tooth and nail just to see our clan not go extinct. We had to sail across the sea to save them from slavery and sacrifice.
I still never got my elven cloak back.
Sorry about that.
I'm missing a lot of stuff too.
Also, Grog died, but hey.
Yes.
All things considered, my instinct is to take the risk and do as you guys are both suggesting, which is to walk in and announce our return. Hopefully, this huntsman has not killed our people, and hopefully, Archonia has not brainwashed them into no longer following their king.
Is the salt specifically related to the huntsman? Do we know that?
You don't know. I mean, maybe Ivar does.
I know.
But
the salt was present before in the place where the huntsman originally fought the sea wolf hunting party. But at that time, it was not at the keep.
Yeah.
So possibly it's related to the huntsman. Possibly it's related to Ravinia's power in general, which may also be Gaia's power. Why would there be salt around the Earth Goddess's keep? Great question.
Yeah.
At least this keep, I believe that they must have engaged the huntsman.
So you do notice that the salt has created a circle around the keep, and it's not in the keep.
Yeah.
Okay.
So whatever this
And
dome
we noticed
is,
that they're sea wolves.
so whatever this like light dome around the keep is kind of like keeping the
it
salt out.
Okay. So a common feature of castles and keeps.
It's a moat.
Yes. Another one is when you walk up to the big double doors that you open, like the huge gate, there's also like a little person-sized gate, either cut into the door or off to the side.
Yeah.
Does this keep have something like that where we could just walk up for just individual people to go in?
Yeah, sure.
Okay.
You don't want to make a grand entrance?
I mean,
Your guards are on the wall.
Yeah.
I think it's silly. I think Ivar, any version of Ivar in any moment would think it's silly to open up a huge gate for an army when it's just three of us.
So you guys are close enough that the guys on top can see you, right?
Yeah, and I'll say, yes, hello, it is I, King Ivar, I've returned with Queen Aki
So you
and
see,
Priest Rogar.
so you see two guards up top. They look down and it's like, is that really you, Ivar?
Yes, do I recognize this person?
Yeah, he's one of the.
He's
noble
from our
guards.
old village? Or
He's.
there's only like 60 people total.
I would say probably one of them is from the old village, and the other one is from the ones that Hirmar brought.
So I recognize him either way, yeah.
And he says, "Is that really you?"
Indeed, it is I, King Ivar, and Aki, and the chief priest Rogar. We transported away to protect ourselves and to the keep from the huntsman. We have learned since that may have been a grievous error. Are my people safe?
The people are safe.
That
Will
was
you grant us
very
entry to our
specific.
keep, sir?
He whispers to the other guard, and they say, "A moment, Ivar." And one of the guards starts walking down.
I believe.
I'm
you
just
may have
exchanging
been
meaningful
deposed.
glances. What's that?
I say to you very quietly, I believe you and I may have been deposed in our absence.
We don't know that yet.
We don't know
addressed
that
you as
yet.
Ivar.
And those are...
Newer guys.
It's a questionable term, isn't it? Deposed? If we are still king and queen, but they follow a goddess before us.
So, after like a few minutes, the little mini door that you were asking about, a little thing comes out, and you see the eyes of the guard. Just come closer.
I'm Ivar, king of the sea wolves. I'm probably just below the thing.
And he looks you up and down and he says, "Where have you been?"
As I announced, repeatedly to the sea wolves before I left,
And after.
and
As of now.
and now. It was my plan, if the wild hunt came for myself and the queen, to take myself and all the leadership, including Priest Rogar and the sadly unconscious General Inga, away to the ferry, where we had visited once before. Due to the nature of that magic, it was impossible for me to return quickly.
We assumed that by leaving, the huntsman would just leave the keep alone.
When we arrived in the ferry, we learned that that was an incorrect assumption, and that he would indeed attack our people in our absence. As you can imagine, this put us in great distress, for I would have stayed and died myself had I known that my absence would put my people in danger.
See the man. Well, you see his eyes, but you see the man kind of look down for a moment and look at you and says, Ivar, you abandoned us.
No, I explained this all to you all in advance.
King
It was for
Ivar.
your protection. Do not stand upon titles in this moment. This is man to man. I told you that I was going to leave. I told you why.
Yes, but you didn't tell us how long, and you didn't tell us why.
I did tell you why. And I did tell you that I wouldn't know how long it would be, because time moves differently there. And
Yes,
I tell
but-
you now,
But our
we came back the very same day from our perspective.
yes, but we had to face that demon that came at the gates, and it killed that half orc.
Halfling.
Who did it kill?
No.
Dwarf.
Dwarf.
Sorry, the half dwarf.
The dwarf.
Yeah, the
Full
priest.
dwarf.
The priest of Our Lady.
Dirk has fallen.
Yes.
I
And Wolfa was very badly injured, and also Kiomar as well. They've been in the sick bay for about a week.
They are heroes, and it was my failure that caused them to.
And we lost many
harmed.
men that day too.
Like 4.
One of them was my brother.
Hear me, good Seawolf.
Not rando, I say. So,
Hear me, good Seawolf. The decision that I took was in error, but it was done in good faith. And when I learned that my assumption about this huntsman was wrong, I raced back as soon as I could. I have done nothing but travel from here to there and from there to here the entire time. There has been no moment when I was resting or sleeping or feasting or escaping. It was always about keeping the sea wolves safe. And if my decision was an error, it was not abandonment, but mere failure on my part. I would be allowed in that I may see how drastic my failure was.
So he's considering what you've said. Roll me a charisma.
$13. I'll do this.
He says, "Is the hunt still after you, Ivan?"
They are. And we would stay away for that reason, except that we have learned they will come for you whether we are here or not. And so, if they come again, we will go and face them ourselves rather than run. And hopefully, once we are dead, they will leave the rest of you alone.
And what do you hope to do now that you've returned inside the keep?
To be honest,
What is your next point? Like what is it like it looks like he's trying to figure out like what is your goal, basically.
to be honest, sir, it is not exactly any of your concern at the moment. I'm your king, and I am telling you, I've acted in good faith, and I am commanding you to open the door. Do you turn your back on your king and queen?
Jeffrey, choose your words wisely.
He looks so he doesn't look angry. He looks more crestfallen
Yeah.
because you feel like by the way he looks in his face, he's kind of between a rock and a hard place. And he says,
Sir, before you speak, I see that you have multiple forces moving on your heart. Know this, that I, Ivar, take full responsibility for any decision you make under my orders.
he says, "You promise that you won't hurt the goddess?"
I promise that I will always do what is best for the sea wolves. And if that is to worship this goddess, then that is what we will do.
You hear him unclick the locks, and as this is happening, you guys kind of feel a presence in back of you, and there's like 10 presents waiting back of you, and they're like this, and they're like, "Can we come too?"
Perhaps. Please wait a few more hours.
And half of them look like.
Would you like to give the peasants a speech, or at least notify them of your
excellent,
intentions?
No, but I would like to give them food. Speeches don't help anyone.
The hope is
The
powerful.
most un-Ivar thing I've ever said.
Yeah.
So
I'm shocked, like my eyes are wide.
the guard opens the door, kind of like not so wide because he's afraid that he's going to get overrun by these peasants. So he kind of opens the door a little bit just to help you guys in.
Yes.
And he's keeping an eye on the peasants.
I'm going to turn and see. Is that little girl's father here?
He's still looking at the tree.
Did her
But-
mother come up with her?
The little girl and the mother are
They're at the door?
yeah.
Okay. So I'm going to put my hand on the mother's shoulder and say, wait here momentarily. And as soon as we're in and the door is closed, I'm going to say to the guard, run and fetch a bag of bread and give it to that woman to distribute.
He nods.
And also, choose a guard of ours to go out and protect her while she does it, that she be not overrun by the others.
He nods. So immediately when you three enter in, you see the other peasants kind of like they're all kind of sad. But you close the door and as soon as when you get into the keep, the inner side of the keep, you're greeted by a huge kind of like oasis of like. So the entire inside of the keep has been turned into like this large garden. And you see like fountains of water around, like, so if I have the map of the keep here, let's see. Okay. So, the camera's like, okay. So this is the entrance to the keep right here. So let's pretend there's a little door right here. So as soon as you get in, you notice that the entire outside has been turned into like luscious plant area.
Okay.
Okay.
And you see like mini moats around of water and trees have been growing out around. And there's more, and you're also greeted by a bunch of other sea wolves. Kind of they're all just standing around looking at the tree. And a lot of them are standing near that elevator that goes down. But you see like 5 guards next to the elevator.
I will call out because I know he's in the keep somewhere. Bloodhound, if you can hear me, come to your king. And then I'll start a conversation and see if he appears.
So one of the guards says to you, "Oh, Bloodhound's with Hiromar in the sick bay."
I'm sure he would be. But I also know that both Hjalmar and Torvald would have told him to obey the king of the sea wolves.
So after like maybe a minute or two, Bloodhound comes. So Bloodhound comes, and Bloodhound looks. He also looks like he's been recovering also because he took a lot of hits too.
It's Bloodhound. Thank you for coming. Please come with me to the top of the wall, and you as well.
Should
Yes.
we get an update from one of the guards before we continue?
Mm-hmm.
Sure. While we're waiting for Bloodhound to appear,
What's the question?
The question is, Jeffrey, please enlighten the king. Give a report of everything that has happened since we've been gone.
So I was on the other side of the keep when the invasion of that night came, and I heard that Ivar had vanished with the queen and you.
Me. Yeah.
And we gathered all of our men that we could gather at the time to fight the night. We lost about 7 or 8 men that day.
I think it was 3. I think you'll find
Yeah. Well, Dirk counts for like 5.
with Dirk.
And one of them was my brother.
Oh, not Rando. Randex was your brother.
Randix.
Rande?
Rande.
Randea.
Yeah, Randea.
That's
No, Randea's still alive.
Okay.
Oh, good.
But
good.
and then it was a hard-fought battle, and we lost Dirk that day. And Wolfa and Hiromar were heavily injured, and also Bloodhound. Once the night left, we tended to Wolfa and Hiromar. We put them in the sick bay. We tended to ourselves up well. But then, about 2 days later, that's when the salt started to come. We all heard a vision. We believe it to be.
Sorry, you heard a vision?
Well, we heard another scripture in our dreams. This is the day of misery.
Mm-hmm.
We believe it to be 1, 2, 3, the fourth day of misery.
Okay.
Mister's not here today.
No, he's gone for a couple weeks.
And we heard that abyssal creature again communicate with us and saying that for the time until our deaths, the land will be ran by a powder of snow, bitter in taste, and so shall be it that you will never reach the nutrients that you've once sought before, unless
She'll never what? Reach the what?
Nutrients.
the
the
nutrients of
nutrients.
what you saw before. For your lives will be nothing but salt.
Well, that's why you never eat snow.
Salt.
So, and ever since that day, the land has been covered, except for the keep.
Mm.
For about maybe two days later, right before that happened, Our Lady, the goddess, the tree grew from the middle of the keep, and a dome of her energy has been protecting us from the salt. And we were able to flourish with these plants inside.
How are our food stores?
We have as much as we need.
So we could bring in the peasants. Why haven't you?
We fear that we will be overrun if we bring in too many people.
How many
I have a
peasants,
plan on house.
above table question, about how many peasants were there outside?
Oh, so there was a bunch. So
Talking like 50, 100,
maybe
1,000.
from what you could see on the side, there's maybe like
52.
I would say maybe 40 to 50 people outside,
Okay.
just kind of conjugating, you know.
Conjugating.
Yeah, conjugating around.
Like
Congregating.
Congregate.
Yeah, conjugating.
Congregate.
They're out there declining
That's
Latin
enough.
verbs, or
That's a Loki thing. That's not a fucking Gaia thing.
You
And we-
knew what he meant.
But yes,
didn't mean I was going to let that one go.
and you kind of see that, and we also fear that we will be overrun, because we also hear that there are many empires nearby. We've heard word that they have fallen, their kings have been killed, their queens have been killed,
Their crops are dying. And
their
their-
crops are dying,
Yeah, no, it's
The-
without
the-
light, you die.
the animals are dying as well. So
Yes.
this is kind of, Our Lady has created a safe haven for us, and we're all very grateful.
And around here is probably when Bloodhound arrives. And I'll look at this guard that's been speaking and say, as to your fear of being overrun, I have, at least in the short term, a plan for that. And I'll take you two and Bloodhound up to the top of the wall.
Yep.
And I will yell out to everyone that can hear me.
I'm gonna cast light on my sword. That's literally all I have right now,
Okay?
and kind of treat it like a spotlight.
Okay.
Yeah. I forgot this character. Yeah. It's 15, so I pass.
Cool. So I'm lit up by Rogar.
Yeah.
And
Spotlight.
I will yell out to the crowd, Sea wolves who are among you.
Sorry,
What are you gonna say?
sorry, one thing. When you cast that spell, you notice your light comes up, but it's a bit dimmer than before.
Sure, because there's a different goddess in residency here.
Loki, we're gonna have a discussion.
Yeah. But I will yell, Sea wolves who are among you.
So you're talking to the ones inside the keep.
No, I'm talking outward to the crowd outside.
Well, those are mostly peasants from other villages.
I know they're mostly that. But I also know that there was a village of sea wolves here when we arrived. And Ivar is concerned that there may be other loyal sea wolves somewhere in this area. So I'm yelling out to all of them.
Okay.
I wish to inform you of the falling in battle of a great sea wolf warrior, Dirk, and his brothers in arms, Randa, and Rendaya.
And they are still.
Rendex.
Rendex. Yeah.
They have given their lives, along with the hunting party of sea wolves, who were slain in my absence, shamefully, by the wild hunt. To honor their sacrifice and their courage, we will give the sea wolf salute. And I'm gonna slam whatever I'm holding, I guess my sword, on the stone, and we'll all howl with Bloodhound.
Oh!
And I'm gonna see if anyone out there howls.
Not one.
Aw, man.
Then we will go back down the wall. Anyone who howled was gonna be let in.
Nope.
They're all still staring at the tree.
Yeah, perhaps they were dumbfounded and they didn't hear anything.
Nope.
Yeah, I'll come down. I'll say to the guard, for now, don't let anyone in. If there is excess, feed them again by sending food out. But do not let anyone in and without my say-so.
At least once per day.
And he says, well, you'll have to speak with the lady to get more food.
By the lady, you mean Archonia.
Yes, Our Lady.
I will do that shortly.
Yep.
All right. I need to step away for a moment.
Oh, and now we have to confront the god.
You guys are in charge. So
So-
I get back.
Okay,
Okie
alright.
dokie.
So, again, inside the keep, you see a lot of other sea wolves,
Yep.
and they're mostly just hanging out, looking at the tree, but they're all praying.
Oh,
to the
yeah.
tree.
I lean over to as King Ivar walks off to consult. I lean over to you. I was like, I believe we have already been overrun in our own keep here.
It seems so. I want to figure out why my light wasn't as bright.
And I will also, I would also like to take a check in with Saint Taragnus to kind of get a sense of my connection to.
Yeah, so
Saint Taragnus'
basically we're
ways.
both going to address
Yeah.
our gods, communicate, try to
Yes.
pray to our gods and see
Yep.
what's going on from their perspective.
Okay, both do a wisdom check.
Okay. Natural 15.
And that is going to be a 18 for me.
Nice.
I have the elven bracers, so I roll advantage on
Okay.
wisdom now.
So you both. So you both start praying, but you notice that whatever feeling you've gotten before when you talk to your god or to Agnes or to Loki, it feels more distant than usual.
Yeah.
Like it feels more distant, it feels muffled. Especially being next to this tree. You feel like you can't hear them as well.
Can't. Okay.
And you also look down at your weapon. Like I believe you had like a bow.
I do. I have the angel longbow.
So you feel like the bow isn't as strong as it was before. Like the glow isn't as glowing as much as before.
Yeah.
And again, they don't really say anything to you when they pray.
Mm-hmm.
When you pray to them, it's more just a distant kind of somber
It's like
whisper.
a distance.
Whisper.
Yeah.
It's like a whisper from far away.
Do you have any-
Like you feel like the tree is really overwhelming you guys, basically.
Yep.
So much so that you feel the warmth kind of invading your minds.
I want to give my wings a little shake, and I want to see if I can still fly.
Okay, what was the ruling on that? It's just you can go up, but then you have to roll to see if you fail.
You know what? I don't remember. I'm
It's like
sorry.
I think
stay
she-
up.
I think it was only to see if she was carrying something.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't remember there being
So-
a check.
So
I
your
think it
wings,
was just...
yeah, your wings work, but I believe what it was, you have to roll a d6, and if you get like a
Oh, right. Yeah, if I roll a d6 and I get, a 1, then I go
then you-
down.
No,
Or I just...
I believe if you get like a 1, 2, or 3.
Mm-hmm.
That's a 50% chance. That's for sure.
No,
It's
no,
higher
well,
than
no,
that.
maybe it was a 1.
I think it was just a 1 in 6
Okay,
chance
okay,
that if
1 in
I
6.
rolled a 1,
All right.
then I would...
So you fly
I
up a
would
little
fall.
bit.
Yeah.
Now roll that d6 again.
Okay. 6.
Right, you're still good. You're still flying, but it does feel more heavier than usual. Around this tree, like as you're trying to fly up,
It's a bit of
you
a
feel
struggle.
like there's more pressure on you than before.
Yep. And I will circle the tree. Is it going down into the keep?
Yeah.
I'm sorry, did you say? Yeah.
So it's going all the way down, and
Okay.
you can't really see the bottom.
Got it. Okay, but does it is there space around it? Or is it
To
like
go
pushing
down?
up? Yeah, if I wanted to descend straight down,
No.
could I? Because, it's
No.
pushed up through the stone and
Yeah,
the
it's
stone
pushed up to
pushed
the stone,
up
yeah,
against
yeah.
it. Okay. That makes sense.
But
okay.
but you do still have access to that elevator, but it's right now surrounded by like
Right.
5 guards,
Yes.
and
Got it. Yeah.
it's strange. You
Okay.
never felt this way before with your patrons.
I do have
do
a
we-
background. If I can ask one more question.
Yeah.
Or no.
I would say,
go?
do we both kind of feel the same way? Like, are both of our patrons feeling the same way, or do we have different responses?
Both the same way.
Okay.
They just feel.
Because I know
They just feel.
out of character, I know hers is one of the 7, and
Yeah.
mine is not.
Yeah.
So I didn't know if there was a
Mhm.
difference.
I do want to do a wayfinder check, just to look at this tree and see if I recognize what kind of tree it is. If I
A
notice
wayfinder?
anything.
What is
So,
it?
as I'm a ranger, I am still technically a ranger, and I have this is one of my class abilities that I have advantage
Oh, it's
on
like
navigation, bushcraft,
Oh, it's like examining
and
it.
yeah,
right?
so I can nature.
yeah,
nature
yeah, you
skills.
can go up to it and examine it.
Yeah, so as I'm flying around it, I just take a closer look at the leaves, the branches, try to recognize what kind of tree this is. And is this wisdom? Or is this...
What does it say?
I have advantage on checks associated with navigation, tracking, bushcraft, stealth, wild animals. I would assume it's wisdom, but...
I would assume.
Yeah, wisdom, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, that is going to be 15.
Yeah. So this tree, when you start to examining it, it's like the most healthiest bark you've ever seen.
Mm-hmm.
The bark is like so fresh. The smell is so fragrant. It's like you feel like this tree is like the most healthiest thing you've seen in your life,
Mm-hmm.
and it's very big, very
Yeah.
broad. The width of this tree is massive,
Yeah.
and all the leaves hanging off it are very, again, lively, moist.
Mm-hmm.
It feels very, very alive.
Is it a recognizable variety of tree? Like, is it an ash, an oak, a maple, or is it something I've never seen before?
Something you haven't seen before.
Gotcha.
It seems old,
And
even though it's brand new.
does it have seeds, nuts, pine cones, any sort of
Uh,
Are there any animals living in the branches?
not that you can see from here,
okay,
and it's mostly just floral, like from where you stand.
actual flowers?
Yeah, like
Interesting.
more leaves. There's some flowers, but they're all different colors.
So it's not like it's sort of like pre-fruiting.
Yeah,
Okay. All right.
but it's very, very breathtaking.
Yeah.
Do we see the stone in it still, or the goddess
Do you see the goddess?
in the tree?
No.
Was she a part of the tree?
No. So the goddess was down in the middle.
That's
was-
right. Okay,
she
this
was
is
in
the
a
upper
stone.
tree.
Yeah, this is the up. So you have to take
Okay.
the elevator down to the bottom.
Like there's an elevator? I thought it was
Yeah,
just all stairs.
No. We established that there's a
Well, there's a teleporter.
no. There's an
There-
elevator.
there
Well,
is
there's
like
a teleporter too, but there's
like
a
a dumb
elevator.
waiter.
There's like a
Dumb
dumbwaiter
Yeah.
where you click the middle of it, and like these gears go off, and it brings
Yeah.
you down
Dumb
to the
waiter.
bottom.
Dumb waiter.
Well, before we go anywhere, I will turn to the guard that we've been speaking to and say, "Where is the Lady Pan?" Peacequickle.
Oh, she's actually. You know what? We haven't seen her for a while.
Interesting. Let us go to the royal quarters
Mm-hmm.
first before we speak to the goddess.
I also must deposit Inga somewhere safe.
Yes.
Another reason to go there. Yeah, let's head up to where we all live, including Pan, and see if she's in her quarters. I would assume that Pan shares rooms at least adjacent to me and Aki. Is she there?
No, but you do see the spot where you put Aki, and but you do see some. They're not nurses, but they're the ones who tend to people, and they're kind of going around tending to people.
Maids, whatnot.
Maids.
Yeah. I'll ask if I recognize one of them as the one who was tending to Pan's room. I'll ask if she knows where she is.
Oh, I believe she went looking for you.
How long have I been gone?
It's been about a week, 7 days. Oh no, 6 days and some change.
Why would she go looking for me when she knew the situation?
She said, I believe she said something around, I need to make sure and tell him.
Shit.
I think.
Did she leave a note or letter of any kind?
She starts fumbling through her stuff, and she says, there is this small note.
Okay, please. Yeah, thank you.
Okay.
Please take your leave before I read this.
Okay.
Yeah, when it's just the three of us in the room, I'll open the note.
I set Inga on the bed while we're doing.
Of course, the four of us.
Yeah.
counting Inga. Yeah.
She says, I have to leave and make sure that they all come to keep safe, but I have to tell Ivar. I have to tell him that I can't stay here much longer. This tree, it hurts me. This
it goes.
There's something about it. But I must go find my children and make sure that they're safe.
They must be almost here by now.
Well,
I should return in maybe 3-4 days. But it's been past that already. If Ivar returns, give him this and tell him that I went back to the far edge of the sea.
I'll let you guys know what it said, and I'll set it down. I have an idea about how to proceed. I don't know if it is wise or not.
Does it come from a place of emotion or logic?
Logic. Mostly.
Then I'm listening.
Archonia has created this bubble of life to oppose the salt encroaching upon the world, presumably sent by Ravinia. But from here, from inside this stone, this bubble is all that she can create. If her goal is to oppose death with life, to oppose the salting of the earth with growth, then she needs to be let out of the stone to do anything more than this in the world.
yes.
Do we trust her enough to let her out?
My intention is not to let her free, but to convince her that the only way she can truly aid the world is to be permanently rejoined with her sister. For that which is good tempers that which is bad forever, and they were one being.
And life must be tempered itself with death.
Indeed.
Life unrestricted is no friend of.
You're saying that the 3/4 of us are going to reunite two halves of the god.
I'm saying that we are more likely to be able to do so if at least one half of that goddess is on our side.
Do you have a plan to guarantee that she's on our side?
The
What
only
is-
idea that I have that we might be able to pull off is to simply talk to her and convince her. And
Us-
that is why I think I ought to go in alone so that the two of you can try something else if I fail. If we all three go together and she is not amenable, then we all die.
It's too bad your transport will not take us to somewhere within this world.
Well, we have other means of transport. Dirk had Cheryl, and in his absence, I'm sure that the carpet is somewhere else in the keep.
Yes.
How-
I was thinking the three of us attempting to convince her together, and then if we fail, a quick exit. I still think that we should go to the cathedral before we face this goddess in her full strength. I think that it is likely this will come to a fight, and whether that is a fight to try to beard her in her own keep, in her own, which it is now at this point, but in the center of her power, we will be unsuccessful without more divine power of our own.
I do not know if divine power is required to keep the world running. It is quite clear that divine power can stop the world from running as we wish it to. It has been night these many days. That is wrong. And that is due entirely to a divine act.
Mm-hmm.
I do not know if what is right is to set the gods back in their thrones or to remove them from existence. But I do know that we can do one and not the other.
Yes.
So we can remove them from existence, but we can't set it back on their thrones.
Or the opposite. The opposite is what we could do.
In all
Set them
seriousness,
back on their thrones, but we can't remove them from existence.
We can put Gaia back together.
I do have a question for you as king.
Yes.
We are approaching this as if it is our problem, but it's the Seawolves' problem as well.
Yes.
As a clan. Is there any way we can bring in our tribe? I know you want to protect them, but what king goes out and fights a battle alone?
And I fear that that is why we are losing them, is that we go and fight battles alone and leave them behind, and things are moving too quickly for us to leave our people behind.
Yeah, I feel like there's a couple of flaws, and not to... You are the king, and I respect that entirely.
I
But
have always valued your wisdom.
first, I feel like you should be infallible as far as they're concerned. I appreciate the apology that you gave them. I don't think the king should make wrong decisions, even if you do, if that makes sense. People need to know that the person they're following is gonna win. That makes sense.
There's not a flawless person. Apologize even when he is right.
Apologize to me, apologize to your inner council, discuss your turmoil with us, but you do represent the people's interest.
I'll consider it. What else?
Keep them informed and bring them in on how they can help, if possible.
Under normal circumstances, I would agree. As you know, we were for a long time under the circumstance of not having our people available to bring in.
Yes.
And now, we may be under a similar circumstance. As those who were in absentia, we may be the only ones not brainwashed.
Which is another concern, is how long do we have until the tree starts having its effect on us?
Indeed. And is there any way to find out whether any sea wolves are not bought in on Archonia?
I'm curious about the Rakshasa. If anyone in this keep, I think, had the mental strength or the equipment to resist,
I agree.
it would be him.
I was thinking of him as well.
What about our librarian?
Librarian?
I believe her name was Cece.
Cece?
Cece.
It's Cece now, yeah, sure. Cece? But I address her as librarian. But does she appear when we call her?
So you look towards the wall where she normally comes out, and nothing comes.
She was a construct of the monster that lived here before.
Yes.
I cannot tell you whether her absence now is good or bad.
I'd be inclined to think bad, frankly.
I'd be inclined to think bad, for she seemed to be a sentient being.
While you address the goddess, I don't mean to change subjects.
Yeah.
But we're on a schedule. While you address the goddess, do you think that Aki and I should check in on the wounded?
Yes. I think a lot of things. I think while you are making rounds, if you can feel out whether anyone is not drinking the wine.
Artinia's wine.
Yes.
Artinia's cool wine that
Artinia's-
aids in
Artinia's cool wine.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This weird, like,
That
face
aids
that
in
comes
her
bursting through the
purposes.
wall.
Yeah, I hate that face. I've
I
been
hate
dreaming
that
about
face.
it.
Yeah.
If there's anyone, those are the people that we should bring in. I think that I think that your point is well made. That the sea wolf should be kept abreast of what's happening. I also think, to some degree, it is in contrast to your other point that the king should be infallible. If the king is infallible, then he does not need advice. But at this point, I think our circle is small enough that we
Yes.
can afford to include everyone.
Yes. All right.
All right, so who's going where?
I'm going to the basement to talk to the stone.
I'm going to talk to the wounded if they're awake.
I will accompany you.
Aki was.
All right, split the party. Here we go.
Split the party. Got no choice.
Yep.
We
Well-
want some of us to live.
Should we be outside the door, just in case things go south?
Well, the problem is he's going to be all the way down. at
Oh, the
bottom.
elevator. That's
Yeah.
right. Yeah.
Yeah. I'm gonna be down in the basement.
So you come up to where the guards are. There's 5 guards surrounding the.
I'm sorry. Can I speak to Kilmar and Wolfa? Actually, I'd like to speak to Wolfa
Yeah.
before I go down.
So you go to the bay where Wolfa is, and she's still recovering.
Yep. And
And,
she is drunk
well,
and distraught.
mhm.
Lady Wolfa, it is I, King Ivar. I have come to hear your story of events in my absence.
Dirk is dead. He's gone.
I'm sorry to hear this. I know he was beloved of you. It's almost as though I can hear him now. Knocking shit over, blaming it on you. What is your take on Archonia?
What? I don't know. Dirk is dead. He was her priest, and she came back, and now he's dead. Why do I care what a goddess does? I roll over and they'll ow, 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 and kind of roll onto my back again.
I'm sorry for your loss and for your own pain. I am grateful for your wine, for I must ask you to tell the truth. What is the right thing to do?
What?
What is the right thing for the King of the Sea Wolves to do in this keep right now?
I don't know. Isn't a king supposed to protect his people and solve problems? Look, everything's dark. Well, the world's about to end. I guess a king should better figure fucking how to stop it.
What is the biggest problem?
The world's about to end.
Why?
That is the biggest problem.
I don't know.
Okay, you're not as much help as I'd hoped. I'm gonna go find Hjalmar. Sorry for your loss. May the blessings of Odin be upon you. All right, off I go.
Herma's also recovering, but he has one eye missing.
And I'm not going to keep switching my name tag, but I'll just switch my voice. Ivar will say to the same sort of questions to Hjalmar, what is the right thing to do? Hjalmar will say, my lord Ivar, what I have seen is that there is an evil which comes cloaked in darkness, and another evil which comes cloaked in light. And they would both have their way, and they would both take what we have built and make it something else. Good or evil is for you to decide, my king. But I know that neither of them has protected our lives, and neither of them has earned my trust. And I think that's all Kilmer has to say.
All right. He said his piece.
Yeah. Still dressed in Archonia armor.
Yeah.
Which he never asked for. And at that point, I think Ivar will then go down to speak to the stone.
Well, before that, you have to speak to the guards. The guards see you come in. They say, "Whoa, where, Ivar? What do you want? What you want to speak to the lady?
Yes, I, King Ivar, wish to speak to the goddess.
For what reason?
None of your concern. I'm the king. Allow me
We
in.
are her guards.
You are her guards.
Yes, we make sure that no one comes in and potentially hurts her.
How? She's a goddess in a stone. How would anyone hurt her?
I believe that's none of your concern.
Are you sea wolves?
So yeah, most of them are sea wolves, but some of them are.
Oh no, that question is in character to them.
Oh.
Are you sea wolves?
Yes, but we're also protecting our lady. She gave us all this.
I understand that you have.
We would be dead.
You would be dead without the lady, and it is good of you to acknowledge that she has grown this place of light and life and food for all of us.
We only ask, what is your intention?
My intention is to have a private council between a king and a goddess that is none of your concern as guards. I respect you as people and as sea wolves, and as you well know, I have many times laid my own life on the line to save yours. I now wish to have a private council between a king and a goddess.
And they say, well, that's totally fine, but please hand us your weapons.
I don't think I'm even carrying weapons. I probably left them in the room.
No, I think you have the sword.
I'm saying that I left them in the room when I was up there.
So you have no weapons on.
What good would they do me? I'm going
Well,
to talk to a stone.
well.
I didn't bring them.
Okay. So they just make sure they pat you down.
Yeah, all I have on me is the wand, which all it does is silence and teleport. To them, it's probably a stick. It's not hefty enough to even be a club.
Okay. They say so they point to two other guards and they accompany you onto the lift.
I mean, I'm not surprised, but I am disappointed.
And you notice
Not mad.
Romeo wisdom. It's very easy.
Bless you.
16.
So as you get a better look at these guards, you notice that these sea wolves, their armor has changed as well.
Like Hjalmar's did.
Yeah, like Hermars did.
And I think Ivar's clocking that, but also clocking that Hjalmar is not in Artenia's pocket, even though he has her armor. And maybe, just maybe, that can be true of these people as well.
All right, so put your piece right here.
All right, this is the new...
And for sure, are you guys not coming?
Oh, they're up
Yeah, I think so.
Just
told
want
us not to
just
come.
want to make sure.
Yeah, go for it, babe.
there. This is Ivar. This is the new Ivar since we lost the other many somewhere.
Have
Ivar
fun
now
in
wears
the
white.
boss fight.
What?
I said, have fun in the boss fight.
I'm not planning to have a fight.
So
I didn't even bring a
I'm just
weapon.
gonna say
Ivar.
these are the two guards that come with you.
All right. I mean, I'm aware that there's terrain on the table, but I'm not planning to have a fight.
Terrain means fight.
So
Listen, you. This guy once asked me to build an entire village. Terrain does not mean fight.
So you're coming down the lift, and again, as you're coming down, you notice that around the lift, there's just tons of roots that have been roots that have grown into the walls and foliage as you go deeper and deeper in, and the smell gets more pleasant and more fragrant as you reach the bottom.
Am I getting high?
high off of nice smells.
It's a marijuana
Okay, but
tree.
not actually.
And when you get down to the bottom, this room that you were once in before, like a week ago, has now turned into a complete paradise, an oasis. Like whatever your vision of like the Garden of Eden, that's what this place looks like.
Where
And-
is light coming from in here?
From the middle of from the middle, there's just this pretend that's like there's roots going up to the top, right here.
Okay.
But this whole room is illuminated in this bright light that's coming from the middle,
Where the stone is, basically.
where the stone is. And you just see all these sea wolves kneeling and praying to the middle. But some of them are also frolicking around the oasis, the paradise.
Yes.
They're wearing very little clothing.
Okay.
And they're just like kind of, and they all look so happy because they're like eating from these apples, and they have like these pools around, and they're laying in the pools relaxing. And in the middle of all this, you see a woman. I don't know if you saw her teaming up before you.
Yeah, we
left.
saw her. She was. Well, I don't know that Ivor did.
I don't know if you saw her before you left.
She was
I
like
don't
a
think so.
plant lady. Yeah.
But before you left, when Dirk visited, she was embedded into the tree, and only half of her was out, like the torso.
That's why I kept assuming she was the tree.
Yeah. But now you see a full woman standing there, and she's draped in this golden cloth, and she has like this like golden crescent crown on her being, and she's holding like this large staff that's made of roots and foliage, looking magnificent, long blonde hair, perfect skin, and she sees you come down, and she's just kind of like meditating in the middle of this little oasis with a stone embedded into the floor. And you also see that many of the roots that are going up to the ceiling are coming into the stone. And she says to you, Ivar, I believe.
I will keep my hands to the side where they're all
Somewhere
clearly
in the
visible to
keep.
anyone.
Rogar says, King Ivar.
This guy.
You have returned.
I'll keep my hands out where everyone can see them, and I'll walk slowly to her, and then I'll sit down across from her.
So about here?
Yeah, I'll get to like here. If there's a rock to sit on, I'll sit on it. Otherwise, I'll just sit on the ground or in the water, whatever.
And she says, "Oh, we were beginning to worry about you."
I thank you for your concern, Lady Archonia. I sought to protect my people by taking myself and others and the threat that we posed away from here. However, it seemed that in doing so, I left the threat behind rather than taking it with me. That was unfortunate.
She looks at you and she says, people make mistakes.
Indeed. And I hope that you know that I appreciate very much that you have taken care of my people in my absence. You have fed them and provided light, and you are warming the earth here from this keep. Your light and life are appreciated.
She says, "Thank you."
Lady, if I may, I am concerned that the light that you bring and the life that you bring extends only to this keep at present and to the people within and near it.
And she says, "Well, yes, that's because I'm still sealed within this stone.
So I believed.
But with hopefully the help of your people, maybe I'll be able to finally escape."
Do you find, as you project your life out from the stone and around the keep, that it is opposed by a force outside?
Oh, yes, obviously, the Abyss.
The Abyss,
Yes.
Ravinia, your dark sister.
Well, I wouldn't call her sister,
Okay. Others have called her that. What would you call her?
Romania.
Are you conscious? I believe we've talked about this, you and I. Perhaps
This is actually
not.
the first time I've spoken to you.
That's true. I'm losing track of which character I was, but are you aware of the fact that others have told us that Ravinia is half of a being that you were once the other half of, a goddess called Gaia? Ravinia being the dark half, and you being the light half. This is what we have been told, that you and her are the same person split in two.
Yes, I believe this is what Dirk told me before his passing.
Well, Dirk said it, and Inga said it, and Wolfa said it, and Hjalmar said it because of other beings that told it to them.
She takes her staff and she kind of points towards the stone, and she says, I believe a lot of this that you speak of has been locked away from me, now that I've gotten more accustomed to being outside. And she kind of points to the stone. You see like these insignias around the stone, and you notice that one of them has been released, and there's 7 of them.
What do you mean released?
Like it, so like there was like this large gem
Like
in the
Fifth
middle.
Element.
Yeah, kind of like that.
I don't know that.
Where it's like within the stone, there was like this large insignia, but now it came out and like opened up into a like almost like a flower.
So there was a physical object embedded in the stone.
Yeah, but
And
then
it has opened up into
Yeah,
something else.
yeah.
Okay.
and she
there are
says, this. That is what happened when Shun's avatar was destroyed.
I see.
I had been able to absorb that a part of me, and that helped me remember some of my memories. And little by little, I've been remembering more, but without the rest of these seals, it's going to be hard for me to tell you everything.
Well, that is interesting.
And what of I believe they told me about Aki. Is she with you?
Aki is in the keep.
Can you please bring her to me? I would love to talk to her.
I am sure that Aki would love to speak with you as well, but first I had a question for you.
Sorry, I feel like I should answer your question first about Ravinia and
Yes.
us being part.
Do you know of her at all?
Yes, I do feel that she is trying to destroy this world, but also she's trying to take something back that belonged to her.
The
As far back
information
as I can remember, I just remember her being in great pain that I've never seen before. So much, I felt like she pushed me away.
This fits with what we have been told by other beings. Beings created by your children, the 7. Or at least what we have heard are your children.
Yes, you are my children.
Yes, but also we have heard that the 7 are your children. And that those 7 have created other beings. Beings meant to guard against the return of Gaia. Is it your memory that the 7 turned against you?
Unfortunately, I can't remember that far back.
I see.
I do remember of a great conflict, but I am not quite sure how it started. I
Well,
do
these-
remember my children flourishing on this world. No pain, no suffering. But then that shadow came.
Myself and my trusted servants have heard essentially the same story from multiple creatures. The opinion on who is right and who is wrong has changed depending on the teller, but the story has remained the same.
Well,
That you and Ravinia are the same being that was once Gaia, and that your children turned against you and split you in two to prevent your retaliation. Ravinia
some
being
of that
anger.
she looks down and she looks up at it and she says, all that you have been telling me, some of that feels right, but also some of that feels wrong. I'm not quite sure what though.
Well, this is what I came to suggest. If you, here trapped in a stone, can oppose Ravinia to the extent that you have, to stop the salt and the darkness and death from encroaching upon this keep, does it not seem right that you be reunited with Ravinia? That you, the being of light and life, could oppose her darkness and anger
Well,
forever, as is done in all of us, where our better instincts war with our darker instincts at all times and are kept in check thusly.
she smiles at you and she says, were it so easy, I would love to.
Well, I didn't say it would be easy, but I think it might be what we have to do.
Well, again, that path you are projecting, I would need you to release me from this stone first.
And is it your contention that you cannot be released from this stone without reabsorbing the rest of the seven?
This is what it seems.
What if, instead of that, you reabsorbed Ravinia?
No, she is too grand. So she tries to explain this to you. Basically, the stone is suppressing her from even being remotely strong enough to face Ravinia. And like right now, what you see, all this is a mere small percentage of what Ravinia is, because Ravinia is out
Oh, yeah.
and not contained, just by the abyss per se.
And not divided by seven.
But this one, she is contained by the 7 seals.
This is what I have never understood about this tale, lady. If your children, the 7, indeed turned against you, locked you in a stone, and split you in two into one half and the other.
Children are a funny sort, aren't they?
They are, but why? Would they imprison the part that is life and goodness, and allow free the part that is wrath against them?
If it was so easy to understand my children, I would answer you right away.
Okay, answer me this instead. If they are against you, if they...
Maybe, she says, it would be better to talk to my children.
I would love to. So far, they have not deigned to speak with any of us. But
I can tell you what they are.
first, allow me to finish my question. If they are against you, they must be at least in part created from the darkness of God. If they have turned against their own creator, they must contain wrath and anger and vileness. One of them, the one that we have already dealt with, was called Shun the Vile.
Yes, she was a complicated sort.
So then how is it that you, Archonia, can absorb them if you do not contain or represent that part of Gaia?
I think she ponders for a moment and she says, it's more this stone of Corbinet is foreign to my body. It is a creation that was created long ago by the 7. So I don't know the workings of this stone completely. That is part of the reason why I've been stuck in it for so long. And why they decided to take me instead of Ravinia, that I'm not quite sure as well. Maybe maybe it came down to the conflict at the time between the seven and between Gaia. Maybe she says, maybe my children were fighting amongst each other to
That's
what
also possible.
to
I hadn't
what they
thought of that.
believed was the right choice at the time. For we all know making the right choice is very difficult, especially under stress.
Believe me, I am aware of that.
And she says, and I can tell you're very stressed. Why not relax in the pool for a while?
Relaxation is not available to me at this time. One last question. Following up from my previous one, if you would, do you suspect or do you know when the avatar of Shun was destroyed? Did Ravinia gain power just as you did?
No, I do not think so. I was there at the time when the stone was there at the time when Shun was destroyed, and I was able to absorb everything.
Okay, so is proximity the reason that you absorbed the power and not Ravinia?
Yes, at the time, but now I could help. I could help you make it more easier. I do not have to be there for it to happen. All I have to do to you is bestow my blessing upon you, and you'll be able to absorb this through you onto me.
Okay. Archie is, as you have put it to others, the avatar of Saint Taragnus.
Oh, so you know?
I've heard, I've been told.
Yes.
Archie is a devout follower of Saint Taragnus as her goddess.
Mm-hmm.
Would you ask my wife and queen to give up her goddess?
Well, that is her choice.
I know it's her choice. Would you ask it of her?
Well, if I were to release these seals, yes, that would come up. I believe that is the fastest path forward to stopping Ravinia.
And if we stop Ravinia, and you are in charge of the world, does humanity prosper or suffer?
Well, she looks around the oasis and she says, "This is but a small example of what I could do."
I hope you understand why that concerns me.
And she looks puzzled for a moment and she says, "Does this not feel pleasant to you?"
Growth, greenery, life, food, light, these things are good. What I find uncomfortable is the speed with which my own people have taken to you as their leader when previously they did not know you. It speaks of workings upon their minds and emotions beyond their control, which is something I do not believe is right. Maybe they're all just really, really grateful. Or maybe you're affecting them mentally.
And she says, "I've only been trying to protect your keep since your absence. And they have all come down here with their own power, their own decisions.
It's true.
I have not wielded any of them. But I assume down here is better than out there."
I would take my leave now.
Well, she says, before you leave,
Yes.
she kind of puts a step forward and she looks at you and she says, "And if you were in my position, Ivar,
Yes.
what would you do?"
If I were trapped in a stone,
Say you were released from this stone. What would you do with my other half?
I think it is a complicated question. But let me ask this. Do you have the ability to read the minds and hearts of others,
Oh, yes. For you are all my children.
then I would ask you to read mine. You have my permission to find out exactly what I would do if my people were under threat.
All right. Will you accept my blessing?
I grant you my permission to read my memories and my thoughts. No blessing is accepted yet. I just want you to know who it is you're dealing with.
She kind of says, well, okay. And she puts her staff up, and it's not really a big deal
Sure.
to her. She can, you kind of get the sense that she can always like get the vibe of most of her people, because there's like an inherent thing going on here.
She can probably do it without my permission.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But she takes a deeper look. And is this something you want to show her?
What I want to show her is that at no point in his journey ever did Ivar ask to be king, or did he particularly want to be king. And at no point did Ivar ever not take it seriously as a responsibility to his people. What I want her to see is that Ivar, from the jump, was willing to die immediately for any one of his people. That he never would have insisted on his power and authority over the well-being of the sea wolves. That he never would have put what he want or what he thought he was owed over what he was commanded to do by Strahd. And so when she asks me, what would I do in her place? What I want her to sense is, I would do what was best for the people I was responsible for, and my own well-being be damned. That's what I want her to see.
Yeah, she sees
And
that.
I feel that Ivar has proven that repeatedly.
No, yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, she definitely gets your intentions.
Yeah.
And she takes it all in, and you can kind of feel like she feels sorry for you. You've been through a lot. Yeah, and as, like she says, as one of her children, she feels bad.
Yeah.
And she kind of offers you a hug.
I will accept the hug.
Okay, so this is the warmest feeling you felt in a while. In fact, any kind of stress you've had for a while, it just fades away in this moment. Like you feel no stress, you forget about most things, you just feel the warmth, and you really want to stay here too. Like it feels like you want to preserve this.
Yeah. I do want to, but I can't
Mhm.
because I have to go report back, and also we have to go to break. We're
Yeah.
way overdue.
Sorry.
It's my fault as well.
But she says, my child, you've been through so much. And I can tell you just want the best for your people, as I do want the best for my children. And I hope that you can trust me. I can see that you've dealt with a lot of individuals in your past that have betrayed you, that have sought to be against you. But I just want you to know I'm not like that. I only wish to be free.
Can I do any sort of insight check? I know that that's not a thing, but maybe a wisdom check to see how much do I believe her? Because while she read my mind, I didn't read hers.
So you are more than welcome to do a wisdom check, but
Okay.
I just want to let you know you are trying to get the divine
Yeah, it's a
inspiration of this goddess, so it's
Yeah.
near nigh impossible.
I'm gonna roll it. You never know.
Yeah.
I got
Yeah.
nothing.
Yeah, so as far as you can tell, she's totally sincere, and to the point where you feel like you can really trust her.
Yeah. And unfortunately, I think Ivar has felt that way before and been betrayed, so he's not sure what to do. But as much as he can believe in her, he does.
And she says, and please invite your friends down. I would love to speak with them too, because I can tell they've probably been through a lot as well.
So I'll go upstairs and I'll
Okay.
report to them.
All right.
And
We
I will
can-
say, Lord Ivar, I have had the guards retrofit our longest range catapults to carry their stone, if need be.
Hell yes.
We'll be right back.
All right. Catapults.
Catapult!
Woo!
All right, sorry guys.
Yeah.
All right. The Shadow Master's typing. Hello.
Yo,
Welcome back.
stop texting.
Welcome
back, everybody.
To our
Welcome back.
To
little
Shadow
thingy
Dark.
that we do.
Welcome back to the Ivar show.
Yeah,
Yes.
our show
Where it's
The
just
rest
is
of us
Ivar.
on
will just
hiatus.
be
It is now
texting.
the Aki and Rogar show.
So during the time Ivar's down there talking to the goddess, what are you guys doing?
I am... Rogar specifically is going to go check in on all of the wounded. I guess Ivar kind of did already. But
No, I didn't really.
I'm going to start with Wolfa and approach the bed.
Yeah.
Cautiously.
Yeah, Wolf is just staring at a wall, dead-eyed. You gonna switch me back to Wolfa?
Become Wolfa.
Yes. All right,
Wolfa.
Wolfa. Thanks.
I'm finding it hard to
So-
approach you all of a sudden.
So
I know, it's like you've never spoken to me
So
before.
We've never really talked.
We've never met before.
Wolfa, I'm Rogar, the priest of the Sea Wolves.
Priest being in bed?
I was wounded for a while, yes.
Well,
You're now
Not
currently
necessarily.
the one in bed, so
but you lived.
I did. I'm sorry for your loss. That is never easy. We've lost many, and I don't want to belittle what you've lost. I've mostly come to check in on you physically, emotionally. I'm a terrible listener, but I will try my best if need be. And I wanted to ask funeral arrangements for Dirk. Do you know what he would want?
Last week I would have had some idea. This week, I don't know. Man, he ever since he went down, the divine lady in the basement's just getting bigger and bigger. Nobody seems to really notice that, he spent his whole life worshiping the lost. His whole life. And she's in like the talky stage of being drunk. And there he was defending the gates, keeping the big guy from coming in, and does she come say, "Oh, my faithful priest"? No. Does somebody come up and bear him up on a bier and cover him with flowers? No. I don't even know what happened to his body. Nobody can tell me. Kind of got lost in the shuffle.
Have you been drinking?
Yes. Do you have more?
You should definitely not be drinking wine.
So
What?
one of
How else do you get better?
so
The
one of,
alcohol purges out. Like it's you're supposed to put alcohol on wounds. You know what makes you better on the inside.
so one of the maids
Detoxifies everything.
kind of comes up to you and kind of whispers to you, and she says, "We told her already multiple times, but there was a funeral service for Dirk already on the second day, and we gave him a nice burial inside the keep, near the tree."
That's good of you. I feel like you should have possibly waited for what?
Well, she wasn't conscious at the time, and us as the people really wanted to make sure his body was in the right place before it decomposed.
Alrighty. Dirk has been buried on the grounds.
Where?
Well,
Also,
So-
of course, he's buried in the ground. Where else would he be buried? In the sky?
Some people prefer fire, cremation.
Well, that's not burial, is it?
Cremate. Yeah.
And I pull out a flask from under my mattress and take
I
it.
catch it and take it from you.
Oh, I'm gonna fight. No, that's not going past. Like that.
Do it.
This player versus player.
We have Wolfa. We just met. You're a strong person. Oh, God damn it.
Okay.
You don't have a weapon, though.
Yeah, I don't. That's just going to be a straight punch. All right. Do I just?
No, I'm going to let you.
Okay. Cool.
Don't even roll your...
No, I'm going to roll to see.
See if it's a nat 20.
It was a 19. It is a 19. So yeah, that's a 19 plus 3 strength plus I do get plus 2 to melee attack and damage. So
Unfortunately, there are no rules for armed strikes, so we have no idea what your damage is.
I let you do it anyway. I bet you
Alright.
fail.
I'm just gonna say it's just like 5 damage.
just whack.
5?
5 is a lot.
That's
That's
a
a lot.
ton.
I was gonna say I'll roll a 1d4.
Okay, so
Fair.
I literally let you do it thinking it's going to help you, and I'm like,
Yeah.
fuck!
Yeah.
God damn, that's so...
Yeah. Like, you lose a couple teeth.
Oh,
Or there's a
Holy
couple
hell.
teeth loose.
you're supposed to be injured. How are you... and drunk? How are you punching like that?
Somewhere in the
I always
basement, I hear
punch.
fuck. And I'm like,
I always punch better when I'm drunk.
Punch drunk.
that's perfect for Wolf.
You notice,
honestly.
you notice after that most of the nurses are like on the other side of the room.
Yeah.
Listen, wolf up.
Most of the mains. I mean.
And I lean over like, I'm cool with you ladies.
you were.
They
You are
haven't
now.
tried to take away my alcohol.
Earlier, maybe you were hitting them.
And I pointedly pick the flask back up.
You need... Wolfa, stop. You need to recover. You need to recover.
I need to be drunk.
Why?
There is no
Why?
recovery. My brother is gone. We're supposed to go down together. It's not supposed to be a situation where one dies and one lives. We're not supposed to be... Where am I supposed to find another Dirk? I don't want to be alone.
I don't have a response to that.
Yeah, I bet you don't. And I keep go back to drinking.
I think Rogar is feeling really out of his league right now.
Yeah.
Doesn't know how to handle all this emotion. He's going to, like, while you're taking a swig, he's just going to give you a little pat on the head and let me know if you need anything, but at all.
Hey, Dirk.
I can't really bring you Dirk.
It's weird that these two weren't together.
So
Yeah.
One of the nurses, one of the maids, kind of tells you maybe it's best to leave her alone for now.
I'm going to give her some time.
Yeah.
And you go around and you check mostly on the wounded. Again, they're all kind of the ones that aren't the main crew. They've all just kind of just put their beds close to the windows so they can see the tree, and they look fine.
I am going to go to Hilmar.
Hjalmar.
And
So I do want to emphasize one thing with Hiramar. It has been like 5. I should have told you this before, but it has been like 5 or 6 days near this tree near Archonia, and you've chosen to receive her blessing. I do want to stress that during this time, Hiramar has, I believe, he has put more of his trust in the tree than he did 5 days ago.
Nah.
Like, and only because of what he's seen been going on.
If you are telling me that Hjalmar has been brainwashed, then that's what that is. Otherwise, Hjalmar never accepted Archonia as a new god. What happened was Odin turned his back and Hjalmar maintained his commitment to what he had always believed Odin to be, which was the god of law and good and right. And Archonia came in and gave him powers instead of Odin in that place. And Hjalmar has always been, if that's what you are, then I accept it. And if you're lying, then we're going to fight later.
Well, during this 5-6 days, you have not felt anything from Odin.
Sure. Sure. Nothing. I mean, I assume nothing.
Everything has been Archonia.
Nothing particularly bad has happened since we last saw Hjalmar. But
I'm just
there has been. I mean,
I'm just saying that Ivar's perspective of Artenia and Hjalmar's perspective of Artenia should be very different. That's what I'm trying to say here.
But
They should not have the exact same mindset.
But no, they don't.
Of her intention.
They don't.
That's all I'm trying to say. That's all I'm trying to say.
But has not Hjalmar seen the people in the keep start to fall more and more under her sway? Which is what Ivar has seen when he's come back. That people who were loyal to him are now trying to deny him access to her. Hjalmar has been here watching that happen. I think, if anything, he's more suspicious of her than Ivar.
Sure.
Yeah.
If that's how he feels.
Yeah.
I am going to talk to Elmar real quick, and I'll make it quick. I hear you are a great warrior that put up a really great fight at a high cost.
You heard it wrong. Dirk, the Mighty, was great. He put up a great fight. I merely survived.
By the way, Aki can talk to him too. You're with him.
Okay.
So,
Well, when you look over, are you still in the room with the injured?
Yeah,
Well-
Helmar.
Well, you look over and you see Aki pull up a stool next to Wolf's bed, and you just hear Aki say, "So, how did you and Dirk meet?" And you hear Wolf say, "Well, it was the craziest story." And then the conversation kind of fades away, but Wolfa is talking.
Okay.
And talking and talking and talking. And Aki is just listening.
I love that.
Yeah.
The stories that we don't know if they're real or not, but
Yep.
they're good.
Mm-hmm.
But Hilmar, I cannot restore your eye, but I can help you adapt to it. I have once known an orc in the past who lost an eye in combat. He lost the ability to see range with one eye until he discovered the trick. Rocking.
What's that do?
It gives you parallax. It allows you to see distance with one eye.
I already didn't have great vision in either eye. Does that matter?
Yeah, a little bit.
Okay.
But it'll help at least a little bit.
Listen. It's real fucked up that you guys weren't here to fight the Huntsman. I understand why you left. It was the right call at the time. I think we almost beat him without you, and if you'd been here, he'd be dead.
Trust me when I say that is a regret that the king, myself, and I'm sure Aki will carry for the rest of our lives.
I am a sworn knight of the Sea Wolves, and it is my duty to die for the king. So I do not begrudge the king his right to leave the battlefield, especially given his stated reasons for doing so. So please don't hear this as some sort of criticism of the decision making, but merely a warning that with these gods and powerful beings involved, I don't think we can make the right decisions without all the information.
We have, between you and I, we have discussed this, and the king has decided to bring the people more into the fold.
The people around here, I don't know that they're acting right.
They're not.
You have to know what it's like here. There's only been darkness, and wailing, gnashing of teeth, and then Archonia came, and there was life, food, warmth, light. It is good, but it's not as good as some people seem to be acting. And that has made me concerned. I am one who swore an oath to Odin. And when a being purporting to be Odin appeared to me, he did not act like the Odin that I knew. It's making me a little suspicious of whether any of these creatures we see are gods at all.
I'm quickly discovering myself that the fallibility of the gods is dangerous.
Is it that? Or is it that they're lying and they never were the gods? Is Odin still out there, waiting for me to discover that was never him?
You're saying the god Odin that you worship at this point may have not been the real Odin.
I'm saying that the being that appeared to me when I called upon Odin may not have been the real Odin. And that this stone woman who makes trees and fruit may not be a goddess either. Just because someone is powerful doesn't make them a goddess. A man with a sword is more powerful than one who has no sword. But that does not mean he is a god.
You bring up a valid point. If you think about it, the only information we've had thus far has been through gods.
Them and the Flesh Tower that
What?
Inga and I went to with the Dirk and Wolf.
Was that not built by gods?
Well, it said it was, but people say that about themselves too. Who knows?
So, how do we know what to do?
We don't. King Ivar has his work cut out for him. I'll tell you this. Actually, let me ask the GM. Has anyone died with under Artinia's care?
Not within these 5 days, 6 days. Except for Dirk. But
Except for Dirk, but that was, we know the cause.
Rhonda
Yeah, that's a fight,
and
yeah.
Randette and
Yeah.
Randa.
Well, yeah, those three.
yeah,
Rand.
sorry.
No, Randaya lived.
Yeah, Radaya, but all those other guards that were killed.
Yeah.
Were killed. Yeah.
And the huntsman, all that.
Yeah.
But no one has died, like, in the absence of opposing forces from outside, no one has died just under Artinian's care. Yeah, so that's what I thought. So, Kjolmar says, my oath to Odin and to Thorvald, my master, was to the king of the sea wolves, but above them to serve that which is true and honorable. I always believed that the powers that we received were from Odin. But I've always known for sure the powers we receive are from whatever force guards right and good in the universe. And if that is Artinia, then Artinia be praised. And if that is not, then Odin be praised. And if this Artinia is only pretending to be that power, and that pretending leads her to do what is good and right, then Artinia be praised. But I have a strong feeling that we are all being lied to and tricked for selfish purposes.
Why is it that Loki is the only god right now that feels the most honest?
Because
in his
Loki said
chaos?
from the beginning he was gonna fuck with us, and he does.
And he does.
This is all Loki, I promise.
It's Loki from the beginning.
It's all been Loki.
I would be fine with that.
If Aki overhears this conversation, does she want to add anything to it, or?
I will, having concluded my conversation with Wolfa, I will come over to hear just the end of this conversation and ask, what does Artinia say of Loki and Odin and Freya, the gods that we grew up with, are they also amongst her 7?
She says that they are reincarnations of the original 7, that they must be reabsorbed along with your Saint Taragnis, who, as far as I know, has done no wrong in this generation.
As far as I know as well. I have found her teachings to be kind.
My Lord Odin, as I was taught him, had no problem with Saint Taragnis. She was not mentioned in our teachings.
No.
And the deeds I have seen you do and the teachings I have heard you teach in her name are fully compatible with my worship of Odin.
Yes. What is this? I know what Saint Taragnis' creed is. To double check it. To not keep for myself. To offer grace to the repentant. And to seek justice against the evil. To destroy evil. And to take on the suffering of others. What is the goddess Archonia's creed?
I'm
What
supposed
is
to
her
fuck a dragon.
commands?
That was a Loki thing, though, right?
Yep.
Yes, that definitely was not Saint Taragnis. I'm
Or
pretty sure
Archonia.
she did not mention anything about fucking the dragon. She didn't seem against it, but
You know,
it's
if
not
there's
a
one-
command.
If there's one thing that's hypocritical about Loki, it's that he doesn't trick you about the fact that he's a trickster.
I don't know.
Maybe he just failed at that trick.
To circle back around to my point, what is Artinia's creed? What is her direction?
I have heard
To her
no
followers.
instructions. I have heard no list of instructions or creed from her.
Yes, I've spoken with the half-orc Wolfa, and it doesn't sound like she does not know what Dirk took away from Artinia, other than what commands that the goddess gave him, other than obedience and command to obey and to worship.
Dirk worshipped the lost, and for some reason chose to believe that Artinia was the lost.
I believe your friend Inga can provide some context on that.
Unfortunately,
there was
she's
something-
unconscious yet again.
Yes. Strange how that keeps happening. I'm hardly in a position to judge.
Well, she is a
but-
weird mutant lizard monster.
At this point, from outside the windows, you do see Ivar coming back up the lift with the 2 guards.
I have this to say: when Ivar returns, don't trust him.
Really?
Those who go down and speak with Artinia come back different. They come back convinced. They come back converted.
Interesting.
Perhaps there's a test we could do.
Yes.
When he comes out here, he's going to tell you that you should trust her.
Is there any physical or skill or some way to tell that somebody has made a deal with her?
Not that I know.
Alright.
All I know is that those who follow her might be right. But if they are, then we're fucked. Because her power is nothing compared to the darkness outside.
And we have to. Actually, never mind, I don't know about that. Thank you, Hilmar. And remember, rock.
Remember what?
To rock. Back and forth.
Rock. Yes.
To help him.
Why?
If it,
One last thing for you, Aki.
Yes.
Are you aware that the goddess Artinia has asked to see you, that she might reabsorb your goddess, Saint Taragnis, into her being?
I feel like that definitely, above table, I feel like that definitely came up in her conversation with Wolfa.
I still think
I-
no one ever said it to Aki.
I know, I feel like
no one
Aki-
until now. Until you
yeah,
talked to
I was
Wolf
going to
just
say,
now.
like,
So-
I think that I just found that out from Wolfa. I think
So-
I would have.
So I'm pretty sure most of the people that told Aki about this have mostly just said that Artinia wants to speak with Aki.
Yeah,
Right, but
And that's-
Wolfa
and-
did know.
Wolfa, yeah, knew.
Wolfa knew.
But there was no real demand.
Yeah.
But if you had if you're saying that you had an
Yes.
off-camera conversation with Wolfa,
Yes.
and that's where it happened, then yeah.
Flashback to Wolfa going like, yeah, Archonia said, hey, bring, like, the only thing she asked Dirk was like, hey, bring Aki, bring the Avatar, because I gotta, like, eat her or something. And
Yeah.
so, you know, what
And-
we immediately did was go bullshit around, and we went and got drunk. He needed to get some, you know, a refill on his bong, and then we went out to the gate, and
Yeah.
then
So forth.
back to real.
Hjalmar will
yes,
tell
I
you
did
the
hear that,
information in
Aki
a
says.
non-drunk way
Yes.
that that she wants to do to you what was done to Baba Yaga, which may or may not involve killing you, but definitely involves eliminating the god of which you are an avatar.
Yes.
So, Ivar appears. Does he want to say anything?
Guys, I don't trust her.
Well, that's a pretty good sign,
For real?
I say to Rogar.
Yeah.
Yeah.
For real? After all that?
That's
I mean, he failed his role on her.
Yes,
and
but remember what I said from the perspective. He has no reason to think that she's not sincere.
this isn't about reason. This is about Ivar's state of mind. And
Yeah.
Ivar has been betrayed by everyone he's trusted in this campaign. So he's
But to be
even
fair,
Rogar almost did.
but to be fair, none of those people were a goddess.
that doesn't matter at all. He is Ivar's gonna come up and say, I don't trust her, but I think we should risk trusting her.
That's the best possible answer you could have given just now.
I think we don't have any better options, but there is a hiccup.
Okay.
In order for us to free her from her stone, which I would do, she requires the power of her children, the seven, which, as I understand it, were pieces of her own being or her own power broken off and personified. And that in order to reabsorb this power, these beings, gods, must be severed from their mortal avatars. This was done with Baba Yaga and Shun when Baba Yaga died. She suggests that it can be done with Aki and Saint Tyragnis, possibly without Aki done. But it would require
I'm
Aki.
sure I need a guarantee on that.
Yeah, I agree with that part, and I definitely think whether she'll die or not, Aki must be willing to allow Saint Tyragnis to be drawn from her body.
Yes, and I don't think I'm going to do that.
Aki, I would submit this to you. And if there's any part of you that still remembers who you were back when we lived in the village,
Yes.
I would submit this, that you changed drastically
Yes.
in the dungeon when we met your ancestors and
She does
we
have
met
wings.
the fairy, and you were told that you had inherited by blood this responsibility to be an avatar of Saint Tyragnis. And you housed within yourself your own ancestor's ghost. I would say to you, my love, that the change in your personality and your priorities was no more severe than that which we have witnessed among our people here in the keep.
Yes.
And that it crossed my mind then, immediately, that your mind had been corrupted by an outside force. Since then, I have watched and observed nothing but goodwill coming from you and she whom you serve. But I would have you know that that was my initial reaction.
Yes. I do not believe that, and I'll pause, and Aki pauses for a second to think about this. And remind me where we physically are again. Are we still in the sick room? Are we in a private space? Apologies, I lost track of where we physically are.
I would say Ivar came up to the sick room.
Okay.
Where you guys are.
Alrighty.
And to clarify, in my head anyway, the sick room was always just the bedroom that we'd chosen. Yeah.
Yes, I will start. I'll gesture you two to follow me.
Okay.
Out to the hallway, where we can be, and find a quiet space to speak. And I will say,
locked in the outhouse.
Yeah. we find the tiny, the tiny water closet. And I will say,
we are uncomfortably close right now.
Yeah.
I have no wisdom. I have no wisdom of my own here. And I feel incredibly young to be making such judgments. But what I have seen is that Saint Taragnus honored my request, honored my hesitancy, honored my need to suss out what it was that I was committing myself to, honored my promise, my limited promise, and showed me more of who she was and let me step more fully into relationship with her as I grew to understand her better. What I see in Saint Taragnus is something very profoundly human, and what I see in this goddess Archonia is something. I look at her and I see a force of nature that reminds me of worshiping. It would be like worshiping a storm. It would be like worshiping an animal in the woods, it would be to worship the bear in all its strength or the stag in all its swiftness, to worship it for what it is. It has no care for that which worships it. It is beautiful and valuable, and it is driven by the force of its own being, but it has no concept of care for others. It is simply a force of nature, and it is what it is. I am not willing to give up my goddess, who I believe does see the state of those who worship her and acts in the best interest of humanity in favor of worshiping something just because it is powerful and ancient.
I would not suggest that we worship something just because it is powerful and ancient. I would stand against anything that demands worship on that basis. Nor am I suggesting that we worship Archonia for any reason.
Yes.
I
wasn't
am simply
implying
saying that we may want to back her play on the grounds that it is the one that allows us as a people to survive.
Yes.
My question in response to what you have said is, if you are in relationship with Saint Taragnus, and if indeed Saint Taragnus is a goddess who cares for people, what would Saint Taragnus have us do in our situation?
It's a
We
very
have
valid
not
question.
heard from her.
I feel that I have. She told me what she wants from me, which is not to keep for myself. It is to offer, not to keep for myself, to offer grace to the repentant, healing to the sick, and justice to those who are, justice to the victims, and to destroy evil and to take on suffering. I am willing to work with Archonia. I am willing to enter alliance with her to stop the destruction of the world, by all means. But I tend to agree with your original plan that what we need to find is balance, that what was once one has been split into two, and they are at war with each other because they are two halves of the same whole.
To hear Archonia tell it, they are more than two parts. The 7 are additional parts broken off from the Archonia half specifically, and that without them she cannot escape the stone to oppose Ravinia.
Maybe I'm overthinking this, but since the 7 were broken off before those 2 were separated,
Yes.
aren't they technically?
I didn't ask that specific question, but I asked questions like it.
Mm-hmm.
Like, when Shun was destroyed, did Ravinia get power as well as Archonia? That's a question that I asked. I was told no, because Archonia was in greater proximity.
My thinking here is is there now a race between the 2 halves to collect the 7?
I suspect you may be correct on that, yes.
Yes.
Again, though, Aki, you have not given me more clarity. You have recited the tenets of Saint Tyragnis.
Yes.
To destroy evil
Yes.
and to heal the sick.
Yes.
Archonia is healing the sick. She's not particularly destroying evil or delivering justice, as far as I know.
I will, and Aki will interrupt you in character and has she healed the sick?
She hasn't done any actual healing, has she?
Not.
Yeah, she did. She healed after we beat Shun. She healed everybody up and gave them all powers and shit.
Okay.
She did that.
Aside from that,
But as far as the people in the keep, she has been providing them fresh food, fresh water.
and that's what Ivar meant.
Yeah.
That she's been caring for the people in that way and preventing or opposing sickness.
Yes.
But there are tenets of Saint Tyragnis that require clarity.
Yes.
To destroy evil. Identify evil.
Mm-hmm.
Please. That's what I'm asking of Saint Tyragnis. To read me the tenets again?
Sure.
There was another one.
Don't keep for yourself. Grace to the repentant, healing to the sick, justice to the victims, to the offended, destroy evil and take on suffering.
Okay. Those tenets seem to me like if it were the right thing to do, Saint Tyragnis would herself volunteer to be absorbed by Archonia.
I have sought the guidance of the goddess, and she is quiet. She is suppressed near the presence of Archonia.
Sorry, another above the table. Have
Yes.
you actually
That's a good
asked
question.
the GM whether Saint Tyragnis will answer you on
Yeah.
this subject? Because
Yes.
that's really what I'm after.
Alrighty.
Well, yeah. So earlier, I mean, you can try again right now. But earlier, when she was first came here with Dirk, I believe you stepped
Yes.
out for a second.
Oh,
They
no.
both tried to communicate with Loki, and she tried to
Yep.
communicate with Saint Tyragnis, and they felt like they were very
Further.
far away.
Yeah.
Like they're like within this tree, within the residents of this tree. It was very hard to communicate with them.
Sure, right. But I was here for that part.
Yes.
But did you actually pray and ask Saint Tyragnis what her judgment is on the situation. Because that's what Ivar wants right now.
Yeah.
He wants to hear clearly from one of the 7 whether Archonia is right.
Yeah.
And if there's a separation that Archonia is imposing, that's going to be suspicious to Ivar. Because if their answer is going to be, yeah, she's right, why separate them?
So I am going to, though, so is that what Ivar says to Aki?
Yeah, that whole thing I just said, yeah.
Okay. And I will...
Oh, she'll... Right.
Yeah, so I am going to think about that for a second, and then fold my arms and kind of set my jaw and look at you and say, I think that St. Taragnis has been very clear with me, and what she wants is for me to go to the cathedral and to raise
Angels.
the angels, her angels. I am not willing. I think that if she has changed her mind about that, I don't believe I have received any sign to the contrary, and I don't, frankly, think I need to ask her. I think I know exactly what I'm supposed to do.
But what I said has nothing to do with it.
Great, then let's go to the cathedral. And I turn around and I walk out on you.
I've asked... no, you don't. I slam the door.
Excuse me?
I've asked you a completely unrelated question. Do not walk out. This is important.
Yes. What is that?
The question is, will St. Taragnis agree with Archonia about what is right? It has nothing to do with going to the cathedral and freeing the angel. We can do that whether or not St. Taragnis says yes or no. I'm aware she has given you commands.
Mm-hmm.
I'm asking you to ask her for clarity on something else.
And I'm telling you that I will not ask her until I have done what she has commanded me to do. She can interrupt me. She can talk to me if she wants. She can send me a message if she wants. She is, as far as I am concerned, I have my marching orders from her.
Your pig-headedness may kill us all.
What's that?
Your pig-headedness may kill us all.
That may be so.
I'll open the door.
I will look at the door, the open door, and say to you, as I said, I have never claimed to be wise. And I will walk out.
And after you walk out, I'll turn to you and say, well, you're the chief priest, not her. What is your judgment on all that shit she just said?
I'm like super awkward, like sweating a little bit.
Yeah, she's my wife and the queen, but also you're in charge of religion for the...
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, religious guy. Tell us what the religious thing to do is.
As soon as you turn to me and ask that, I'm gonna say, I'm gonna go pray on it, and I'm gonna walk out.
Copy that. Wait, Dirk, what, Rogar?
Yeah.
Find out where Dirk put the rug, the flying carpet. Get back to me.
Cheryl
is, yeah.
Because I have a feeling we're about to need it.
Yep. I am gonna go and sit down in a quiet place and try to contact Loki. You know what? I'm gonna go outside the keep, actually. Outside that circle. And just sit in the salt.
Okay. So you're gonna go off on your own?
Just to pray to Loki real quick and try to contact him about
And-
what, because Loki, Odin, and Freya, those gods are like, they seem separate from all of this, and I want to get his perspective of what's going on.
And really quickly, because I stormed out of the room, I am also going to remain within the keep, but I am going to find the location that is physically as far away from the tree as possible. And despite what I just said, I am going to sort of awkwardly pray to St. Taragnis, not like anything, but just like a, hey, if he's right and there's something I need to know, reveal it to me. Tell me if I'm wrong.
From within the keep?
I am within the keep, I'm within the circle, but I am going to fly if I need to the highest point as far away from the tree as I can get. But yeah, I'm not leaving you. So that's where all three of us are going. So, which one do you want to resolve first?
Let's do Dirk. No, sorry.
Rogar.
He's
first.
dead!
I know how much you want, Dirk, but
You go to cut to Dirk.
Dirk is just an easier name to say.
So
Rogar is Rogar.
You go through that door again, and immediately after you go outside, you're confronted with a large group of peasants, and they kind of go up to you and say, "Can you please come inside now?"
We are very close to establishing that. Let me tell you all a quick joke. This is from Loki himself. What do you call a well-balanced horse? Stable.
Somewhere Ivar just sits down and cries.
Yes.
That is from Lord Loki. Please enjoy his humor as I step aside.
Again, all of them look at each other and like, "Who's Loki?" and
Only the best god.
So you walk off into the salt, right?
Yeah.
So you go beyond the. Again, once you leave the circle of the keep, you automatically feel a lot colder than when you were inside.
Yeah. I'm gonna real quickly. 17 on the dice to cast light, just so I'm out there, not in the dark.
Okay.
On all my swords, that's literally all I have right now. Like my chainmail, my shield, my sword, and my holy symbol is all I have on me. And I'm gonna just sit in the salt, in the quietness, and reach out to Loki and ask him. I hope he liked the joke. I need your perspective on all of this. I'm so out of my league right now. I don't ever want to admit that, but I feel like I'm failing. What is your take on all of this, Loki? And wisdom?
Yeah, wisdom for sure.
Fuck.
Damn.
I was gonna actually give you a advantage on this because you're outside the circle.
Yes.
So.
Damn. It's even worse. 9.
Do you have a token?
Yeah,
Do
that's
we
it.
don't have any token? Oh no, our tokens
No,
are gone.
I have a token. No, I get to pray once a day and get a luck token. I'll give it to you.
Are you sure you don't want to save it for yourself
No, take it.
when you pray?
Ivar could also grant
Alright.
you one, but you already walked away from Ivar.
All right, last one. So you
Roll
only
it.
roll. So you only roll one more time. And you have to stick with this one.
Yeah. Natural 20.
Whoa!
Ah!
All right.
Saint Aragnes
Ooh,
comes through.
Yes.
Saint Aragnes comes through for Loki.
You don't have a token with you, right, over there?
I do not.
Okay.
No, so we can just.
Okay, well, we'll just say I got it.
You gave it to me. I gave it to him. He gave it back to you. Done.
All right, so I'm gonna say you find a little tree to kind of rest yourself down in the salt. You close your eyes and you try to get in contact with Loki. And again, since you're outside the circle, you feel it's a lot easier than when you were next to the tree.
Yeah.
And you kind of stay there, and then you kind of drift off into a half sleep, half meditation of your prayer, and you kind of find yourself again in your happy place. I don't know if you remember, it was a king's hall, and you're sitting there on the
Sitting
throne,
on the throne, yeah.
and you have the jester, which is Ivar,
Yeah.
and he's like dancing in front of you.
He's entertaining me. Dance. Dance. King
That's really what I was born for. This king shit is not it.
Yeah.
And you see Violet next to you, even though it's not the real Violet.
Well, Violet and also now Misty, Rosie, and Kiwi.
Yeah,
Kiwi
and they're all kind of like hanging out next to you. And then, after a few moments, you see a woman enter your domain, and you recognize her as I don't know if you remember the representative.
Yeah,
I believe her name was.
I did write down her name somewhere. I don't know, my notes are all scattered now.
I want to say it was Anna
It was something
Which
simple
woman?
like that.
or Anne.
is Alice from that show. Alice, remember that?
Go Alice for now, or Anna, whatever you want until I find it.
I want to say Anne.
How far back was it?
This is pretty far back.
I know.
This is back when you first got the demands to seduce the dragon.
Yeah. Anyway, we'll do Anna for now. That's fine.
Okay. All right. So Anna comes in, and she's wearing this long black cloak, and she has like these.
Super back.
She has like these horns, these elk-like horns on top of her. She comes in and she says, "Oh, it's been some time since you've come back.
Well,
How are the demands coming along?"
I think I've done most of them. The seducing a dragon part has been a little difficult. Not because I can't. It's mostly because I have not come across a dragon.
She says, "Well, that's not my problem."
Sorry.
And what of the other ones? The giant.
I think we did that. Yeah,
The dragon was kind of the only one left
Do
undone.
you,
Yeah.
do you mind repeating them for me?
trick a giant for food.
Did that.
Pose as a king and have everyone believe me,
Did that.
which we did because I was
Yeah.
dying. Oh, yeah, it is Anna. Bring Anna a
Yeah.
power hammer, which we did because that's how I got revived.
Yep.
Steal a powerful item from powerful foe.
Did we do that? I feel like we did that a
I
lot
mean,
of times.
I feel like we've done that a lot of times.
We
We stole. I mean,
We stole the
we
key.
counted it. Yeah,
we stole the
From-
key
we did steal a keep from a powerful.
and the entire vault
Yeah.
full of powerful items that came
Yeah,
with it.
sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So the only thing I'm currently missing is seduce a dragon, which I'm a little excited for, but also like
We haven't met a dragon.
we haven't met a dragon.
Fortunately, the chimera got impaled for us, but
She comes up to you, and she kind of asks you to get off your throne.
But it's comfortable.
And she says,
love Rogar.
I need you and me to speak seriously."
All right, I step down from the throne, which is actually really high, so it's like I come down to her eye level or her level.
And she says, first thing she says is, "That joke was terrible."
I thought it was a good one. All right, Loki. I'm sure Loki laughed somewhere.
And then she says, there was a moment where I couldn't sense you. What's going on?"
Are you referring to when we went to the Fae?
"No, I could sense you there.
The moment you couldn't sense me.
It was recent."
Oh, wait. After I died, and you revived me?
"Well, no, I was there too."
The moment that
We were.
Oh,
on a
when I
turtle.
was in the castle. Oh,
Yes,
the
I feel like
green.
recently the castle has been
Yeah.
covered.
Yes, shrouded in the green aura of a goddess we do not yet trust or understand fully, which is why I'm here. Also to see Violet again.
She looks at you and she says, "Have you spoken to this goddess?"
No, I have not.
Rogar has.
Yeah,
And are you planning to?
I wasn't. I'm not sure what I can offer the goddess that our king couldn't.
What is she after?
Well, she's after her 7 children and her other half, Ravinia, to become whole again and to rule the world that she has quote unquote created.
And do you want that?
Listen, all I want is for the sea wolves to thrive and for that throne to be as comfortable as it always is. I also want to continue telling terrible jokes and pranks for Loki.
So, what is it that you ask of me?
I need to understand Loki's perspective and intention throughout all this? What does he want out of it, if anything, of this whole situation? And what does he think we should do from his perspective?
Well,
I'll take any answer. If he wants me to put a whoopee cushion under the goddess, I will do it.
well, she says I cannot speak for him, obviously, but I can tell you what he might be thinking currently, and he's thinking that you have been very lazy, and you have not been.
You mean when I was injured in bed?
Yes.
Sorry.
and he also thinks that time is precious, for that abyss is only growing larger.
So how do we stop it?
I believe you are currently on the path.
So
Sorry.
defeat the 7 children, return them back to the goddess, take the goddess, go beat Ravinia.
Not necessarily.
Defeat 3 of the children.
Well, so these avatars, have you met them yet?
Do I know about Tyragnis and Aki?
Yeah, Rogar would know by now.
Oh wait, yeah, because
Because Rogar has been
you guys just brought it up.
bedridden.
You just talked about it, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
and
You
Rogar has
just saw
been
that whole
bedridden,
conversation.
Yeah.
but awake for weeks. Yeah.
Yes, I know one of the avatars.
And you would know by now that Shun's avatar was destroyed.
Yes, and I know one that was destroyed.
She says, this goddess wants their power, correct?
The god, yes, this goddess Archonia would like the power of her children back.
Why not keep that power for us? You could make Loki more powerful.
How, like, so if I, for example, decided to take Tyragnis and give it to Loki, how? There's no rock. There's no like spot right.
There is a rock.
There is a rock.
Yes, you've come in contact with it.
Remind me.
The stone of Corbin.
Mm-hmm.
But there's. How would I get?
No, he's saying there's no rock for Loki.
There's no rock for Loki.
Yes, but that is the rock.
So for it, that's the rock for it. It's a conduit for any god.
And she leans in. It's like, you do not know much about the rock. Have you examined it at all?
I haven't touched it, looked at it, examined it, learned much about it.
I don't think you've even been in the room with
I
him.
haven't even been in the room with it.
And she says, there's more to it than just it being a conduit for that goddess.
It. Elaborate.
The stone of Corpinant, its purpose is to take the powers from gods.
So somebody is taking the power from Archonia right now.
So the Corpinant, what do you think that name means?
No idea. Not even sure what language it is.
So Corpinant,
Talk to me like I'm a 5-year-old.
and she kind of like puts her hand on her head a little bit, and she says, that stone, it was created by a person. Do you know who it was created by?
Corbin?
Is his name? Yes, his name Corbin. Corbin Dallas.
It's the stone of Corbinant. So there was a being named Corbinant. Is this your first time getting this information?
Yes, this is my first time getting this information.
Okay.
You're actually enlightening me quite a bit.
And she says, this being is the conduit for what they made the stone from.
So there's a guy out there somewhere.
No, he's more like a being that's like a consciousness, and the getting the harnessing him from the stone. So I do not know the full story, but back in the days of when these seven, right, the seven, the Stone of Corporate was created to house power of gods.
Following.
So there was some kind of conflict, and I believe Loki and Freya and Odin were among those ones fighting for this conflict. But the stone was able to take this goddess, correct?
I thought her children put her in the stone.
And she says, "Well, no, it was the conflict."
That put her in the stone.
Wait. What have people told you?
Oh, okay. My understanding of this whole situation is Goddess Archonia and Ravinia were once one. Then they created 7 children, and then the 7 children separated them into 2. So it's now technically 9 different pieces of the same god. And now one of them's in the stone and one of them's in the abyss of the halves. That's about all I know.
But did they tell you about the conflict?
Which conflict?
Very little. All we know is that the children turned against Gaia. Gaia turned back against the children, and then they split her in half.
Yeah. No. I'm lost.
So during that time,
You picked an orc to be your priest, okay?
None of us were told.
so during that time, the 7 and the people who were given power, they turned against each other because they couldn't decide who should rule everything. They all had their ideas, including Loki, which I believe should rule everything.
Naturally.
Because he tells the best jokes.
At least we would all be entertained constantly.
So,
Or tortured, whatever.
Or tortured.
So the 7, this is one thing they agreed on. So they decided to form a pact for the first time ever between all of them.
All the 7.
Yeah, all the 7.
Okay.
And with all their powers combined, they created the Stone of Coordinate.
With our powers combined.
Yeah. And this was be the great equalizer in terms of creating.
They created the 7 combined created Corbinite. So there is not a. So which one of them is named Corbinite?
No, that's the being above.
There's a being. So you're saying there's a being above all of them.
Yes. So there's Gaia, and then there's above that is Corbinite.
Well, that's news to me.
Yeah.
That's huge.
That sounds like that's the guy we need to back.
Yeah, we're gonna find this guy.
Well, he's among the stars. So.
Okay, well that does provide a lot of context, but not a solution.
Well, the solution in their minds was to hold a contest, and whoever could get all the gods' powers into one would be the victor at the time.
What if? Hear me out. What if we just did a God Olympics, and like have them do shot put stuff?
Well, that's kind of like what they did back then, but it was more like just fighting each other with their godly powers.
More like 90%. All right.
But they kept on coming to a stalemate. That's when they decided to go against, get more power, and then that's when they turned to Gaia. And the first one to do that was Shin.
The bio.
Yeah, Shin the Bio.
Okay. So my final question before I assume I have to go back. Do I back Archonia, or do I try to push Loki?
Oh, you should always push Loki.
Okay, but what is the highest chance of success right now? Because Loki's gonna be mighty bored if there's no humans left.
Well, what I would do if I was in your shoe, I would help Archonia get all those seals into it. But I would examine the stone more closely and see if I can reverse engineer it to pour all that power into Loki instead.
This is the most helpful answer we've gotten
Yeah.
at all
Yeah.
in this whole campaign.
Nat 20.
Yeah.
So once you get all those seals into it, reverse engineer it so that it all goes into Loki instead of the Raven.
I will investigate this.
That's what I would say. But again, you can't reveal this because she will know. She will find out.
Yeah, no, I will keep this to myself. And maybe my close confidence.
For sure, you should stop Ravania. That's 100%.
Yeah, I think everyone's on the same
Because
page.
once she comes out of the abyss, she will kill all the avatars regardless.
Got it.
And then this whole cycle will just start again.
You, Anna, as usual, you have been fantastic. If you have any tips to find a dragon, let me know.
Well, I do want to let you know that there are 2 more avatars in your path.
Oh, great.
I believe your friend Aki is going towards a cathedral, correct?
Correct.
In that cathedral, there's 2 more avatars.
In the cathedral.
Mhm.
So there'll be 3 in one spot.
Mhm.
That's gonna get messy.
So just be cautious when you go there. They are quite powerful. And they might even know you're coming already.
Great.
For one, the Shun avatar has been destroyed. So the others should notice.
Great.
For this is another thing you should know about the 7. They're all kind of connected. So they will all feel out each other. If someone dies, they will feel that. So,
I will relay this information.
but again, one thing you should do is examine the stone more closely, and try not to do it in front of the goddess.
She's in it.
Well, she's in it, but there might be a way that you can hide yourself.
Pocket sand.
An elven cloak sure would be nice right about now.
Yeah.
Fucking Luther.
Enchanted pocket sand of
and-
Loki.
But then
Straight
she
in
but
the
then she
pocket.
smiles and she says, "Well, I may be able to help you with that."
Oh,
And for what you've done so far, I will grant you 1 favor from Loki.
one favor from Loki.
And she's gonna give you a spell.
Oh,
Invisibility. Invisibility.
I believe it's called
shit. Aphrodisiac.
It's called Win Instantly.
Supernova. Got it. Destroy the solar system.
she gives you polymorph.
Oh.
Sweet.
What level is that?
Tier
Okay.
4.
Oh shit.
Tier 4 wizard spell. So it's right here. Well,
Yeah, I'll take a look at it.
this is one of the favorite spells of Loki.
Yeah, no, Loki lives like this. Anna, you've been great.
But definitely get on that dragon demand. Because if you do that, Loki will be very, very happy.
I'm gonna get eaten by a dragon. I am going to spend the rest of this little fantasy here sitting up on my throne. So,
Alright,
excuse me.
Ivar's dancing.
Thank you, Ivar. Put in the good work as usual.
You're welcome, King Rogar.
You will get-
Anything for you.
Oh, that makes me happy.
All right.
So that's all going down.
Aki.
Aki, you do
Yeah.
your prayer, but you're still within the vicinity of the
tree. Yeah.
So make a wisdom, but at disadvantage.
Okay, and I have advantage on wisdom, so that cancels out.
Yeah.
Nope, that is 4.
It is too strong. You just feel the influence of this tree, and you feel like the whispers of Terracnus is far away right now.
All right, and I am going to frown and
Oh,
just cross my arms and look more stubborn
So-
and determined.
so I do want to let this end for
Yes,
this
you're
week.
going with
Yeah.
But I just want to know, at this moment, are you guys going to go where?
Ivar's,
And who's going?
Ivar's intention is to find that flying carpet and the 4 of us to go.
Oh, you saw it already.
We did?
Yeah, it was in the garden.
Oh, I don't think he said that. It was on Dirk when he died.
Yeah, but now it's in the garden.
Fuck. Ivar would definitely have tried to take it if he'd seen it in there.
You're gonna have to go back.
Come on, man. You didn't fucking say it. Okay.
You didn't ask.
Well, shit. We'll
I mean,
deal,
you
we'll
can
deal
say
with
that
that
for next
aspect
week.
next
Yeah,
week.
yeah,
But
yeah.
Ivar's intention is to try and get the carpet back and the 4 of us to go for the temple
Okay.
of
Yeah.
Saint Agnes.
Yeah.
All right.
Yep.
All other things aside, we got to do that.
And for
Yep.
the record, I will relay the 2 additional avatars to you only.
I
Oh,
think
okay.
Ivar would caution you not to say anything that you heard from Loki until we're out of Artenia's influence.
Yeah. Good
Okay.
call.
That'll be on the.
On the carpet.
Yeah.
So yeah, next week we're gonna see about this carpet situation,
And Inga's feeling better.
and Inga's feeling better. And then we may finally go to the cathedral.
Maybe we'll just use a regular carpet and have Bloodhound drag it.
I can fly.
We'll see you guys next week.
Yeah.
All right.
All right, good night, everyone.
Thank you.
Ooh, a lot of lore dump this week.
Yeah.
There's
So much
We
more.
had to clarify a ton of stuff.